Get on things.
Yeah.
Stickers!
Stickers!
Hell
Stickers,
yeah.
hell yeah!
So there we go. It's in the Discord.
Save. Okay, the stream is up. Tyler and whoever else has access to it.
All right. Do I hear a drill?
Oh, yeah, I'm just doing repairs on my 3D printer right now.
Okay. I
Might
was
as well
like,
do something. That's why I'm also, like, kind of sounding distant, probably.
Oh, Tyler, also I did don't worry, I'm used to distant from my father. I did change the audio.
Wait, what?
what?
I did change the audio levels. Let me know how they sound.
Okay, so I hear it. It sounds like it's a good volume.
Mine too.
I hear myself, which I do not like.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hey there. Alright, we
But
can-
like, cause sorry, I just want to say, cause a lot of times like my volume would kind of overshadow everybody else. So I just want to make sure that's not. It sounds good.
It's Gunvold, by the way. Gunvold.
Gunvold.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we can start with the recap.
All right. So, last session, we began with the group planning to venture out of the cave. We had to brave the winter storm and eventually made our way to a point of interest next to the mountain holding Grimskala. There we found a garden made completely out of ice with statues of deer and other animals magically carved into huge statues. Aldo was able to spot dark spots below the statues, animals matching the shapes in the ice,
That was Grin.
unmoving. Oh, it was Grin, I'm sorry. Grin was able to spot the animals trapped inside the ice far below the statues. We also found an empty altar with a single bloody heart on it. Afterwards, we doubled back to rest in the warmth of the Yeti cave, and then we traveled straight to Grimskala in the heart of the island. We found a massive room with equally massive furnishings and a dining room with frozen food on it. Many of the rooms looked like they had been trashed in anger, and we found a frost giant, which we made quick work of. We found an awakened walrus, a dire walrus perhaps, stationed in the basement vault of Grimskala, and we deceived him into have him take a leave and go for a swim. Meanwhile, we used this opportunity to scan the chamber, and Abel and Henri made a break for the doors, investigating for magic and languages. Henri also felt the ring speak out to her, and she saw on one of the doors her name had been inscribed on it. She ran through it, and the rest of the party followed close behind. Through the portal, we teleported to an unknown village of tents inhabited by the Raghead tribe of nomads, which were being whipped by a harsh winter storm. We were greeted by the village leader, a man named Gunvald, who asked how we found this place. We told him Auril had sent us, and he was thankful and asked us to carry out a task that would ensure the survival of his village. The first trial was for us to kill 5 of the village elders so that the rest of the village could eat them. They had been cut off from the rest of 10 towns and could not access any of the trade routes or hunt because of the oppressive winter storms. Grin voiced his opposition to this, while Kino pulled him outside. Elda and Henri went outside the tent. The elders were highlighted by divine magic, and Henri was able to launch firebolts through the tents, sometimes going inside to talk to her victims before she made quick work of them. Grin tried to intervene, but not before Henri and Elda could finish the task. The session ended with the group being shunted out of the village as they completed the first trial.
I think it was 4 village elders, and
It was 4.
It was 4.
yeah, it was 4, and then Henri obviously killed 3,
And Elda got the
killed. Yeah, cool.
Tentacles. They don't need somatic or verbal. Warlock features.
All right, you guys can. Is everyone in Albert?
I am.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm just reloading. I got timed out.
Okay,
Yep, I'm in.
great.
Go boys.
Okay, so that entire conversation happened there, that we had last time, and we'll follow up to that.
Mm.
and you guys can begin.
So are we agreed that we are going to? We wanted to check out the door first, right? The north door.
Yes. Oh wait, which one of these did you say was desperation out of curiosity?
No, there's
Not
there's
desperation.
isolation,
Isolation.
endurance.
Which one did you say was isolation?
Yep. Okay, so isolation, endurance.
Yeah, Elda's gonna check out the isolation one.
Oh, I'm actually sorry. So it's isolation, endurance, and then the Irvation one. And then you don't know what this
Well,
is.
but we're going to like the door that has the Vesavikin poem on it first, right? Before we actually check out
That's
the.
which is this one up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Which is this one up
Yes.
here. Yeah.
So Elda, don't go check out that door yet.
Okay. Elda's doing that trial and not Henri. I swear to God.
Give me 1 second too, guys. I just want to double check something. Make sure that this is correct.
The Smalls debating over who gets to suffer today.
Also,
Wait,
Lee, are you there?
Grin,
You
how
haven't said
fucking
anything
dare
yet.
you cross that out? You undo
What?
that right now. Who crossed
What?
out I love you, Grin? Who crossed that out? Who was
Okay,
it?
that's what I thought. Yeah. So this door is completely. So just to be, when you guys looked over everything, this door
Hey.
here is completely locked, and somehow magically barred. It looks like it has something to do with the trials, because there are the same runes flittering over it, but comprehend languages does not actually reveal anything when it comes to this door.
Really quickly, Lee, are you there? Because you haven't said anything and you've been on mute since we started.
Yeah, he may not be.
I saw something in dice rolls.
Yeah, he was actually rolling. Yeah.
Me.
Okay. He's there.
I'm sort of here. I'm approaching my house. I got the time wrong, but I am here. I'm listening. I heard all of that.
Cool.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
we can just wait a
The
second.
only I have when we had that discussion after getting shunted out, did we get long enough for a short rest?
No.
I know some people are taking damage. Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You can do that now if you want to, but
Nope.
That's fine.
Let's just wait a moment, I think, for Lee to get here. I don't.
I mean, we
I-
could start checking out the door.
Fair. So yeah, Ella, we checked out this northward one, right? So
We're doing that now.
Well,
Yep.
we
Oh, wait,
checked
okay.
it out before, but now we're actively I think we're actively attempting to find a way to open it.
I thought that. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure that the other small doesn't do the depression trial.
Yep.
I am going to be checking out if there's any way to open the door.
All right. It looks like Henri for this one. There's. Go ahead and do an Arcana check on the door.
I'll need you.
Bullshit. 15.
Okay.
Wait. Abel's aiding me, or he's giving me the +5?
I would aid you, so typically is the advantage.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. 24.
All right. The only way that you can open this door is through some sort of magical heat.
Which we have to get the book to. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the
Does somebody
book is.
have a bonfire?
I think,
Well, no, we already know that the bonfire doesn't work in here.
wait, do we know that? Yeah, I don't think
We've haven't we been told by someone?
It didn't work outside, but it did work in the cave.
It
There,
didn't
right.
provide heat, but if this needs magical heat, that's specifically magical heat.
Orion, would you be able to try opening the door with your spell?
Go all over and cast bonfire at the door.
I'm just standing right next to it.
All right. That's fine. Yeah. So yes. So it does look like it's working. The ice itself is melting as you go through, but if you want to speed it up, you're gonna have to do more. Otherwise, you'll have to wait.
I'm going to attempt to cast Firebolt as well.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, it's a
I mean, I'll just hold produce flame
I just need
matter
to know
for
how
as long
much
as it
damage. I just
takes.
need to know how much damage you roll.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna hit. You're gonna hit the door.
5.
All right. So if you keep casting fire, it's a cantrip for you, right?
Yeah,
And
firebolt
I'll
is a
keep
cantrip.
doing produce flame attitude since I can hold it.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. If you guys both cast it, you're able to bring the door down in a matter of a couple rounds. So in like 30 seconds, you can bring this door down. As you get in, it opens up into a separate chamber in here. So within this chamber, there are what looks like 3 different ice statues. They all look like they're of guards. They're of solid ice though, and they are here. Let me show you where they are so you can see them. We'll use these. So I'm gonna push these back in a second because they're not actually that large. Hold on. Oh, weird. Here we go. Now, the statues themselves are not of giants. When you look at the statues, they look like they're of almost like normal suits of armor. And they are your size. They are not giant size. And once we get these in, I'll show you exactly where they are. But this door is now down.
Should we go through?
Grin's gonna go through.
You can go ahead and move through. Yeah.
Very well, I'll follow.
Yep. So this is another door of ice. It does have what looks like slowly moving, protruding runes. These are look like they're chiseled on ice, but obviously they're moving. This door has to be some kind of like magic. It's skittering and moving forward. So the runes themselves are moving all over the door too. Comprehend languages might work like it did on this door. However, the runes are moving much more quickly.
Did anything change on the map when we entered this room?
No, but the actual map is glowing brighter. It doesn't tell you exactly where it's at yet. You must not be in the same room as it, but
Okay.
you can tell that you're getting close.
So, okay, so we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Does it seem like the same method might work to open the second door?
Go ahead and do an Arcana check. The door looks different, so do an Arcana check.
Guidance.
Let's try to figure it out. Yeah.
And Elda's gonna help you out. So advantage. Wait.
25 plus guidance.
All right. It looks like the only way to open this door is to touch it and take whatever like comes with that. Now, you may be able to dispel the entire magic around it, but this is powerful magic that's basically coursing through this door. It's meant so that you absorb whatever is inside the door, release that magic, and then allow it to open.
Okay. I will relay that to the party.
But it can be dispelled. It is
I
powerful
mean,
magic, though.
sounds like my job.
Grin, I don't want anything to happen to you, though.
Grin, you are quite tough, but maybe it should go to, I mean, maybe one of Aurel's chosen.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, there's one person that seems to be in better favor than the rest of us, and that would be her, and I point to Henri. I mean, you
No,
did
we're
get
not
the...
doing that.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not gonna, it was an idea.
Grin, I can do it for you if you want.
No, you're not doing that.
I just figured if it was like a cold thing, then she might be able to withstand it, but
If it's
you're
a
also
cold
pretty
thing,
cold
it wouldn't hurt me
resistant.
at all.
Yeah, so we should be fine.
Should I try dispelling it?
I don't know a non-meta way to ask you how your spell slots look.
Are you tired?
I guess, how are you doing with magic? I'm just gonna go meta. I've used one of my 3rd level spells. I have 2 more left.
I mean, if you can do it, I say it's not probably not couldn't hurt, but you're not going to get any spell slots back anytime soon.
Yeah. The issue is also Dispel Magic is my notoriously bad type of spell.
That streak's got to break eventually.
I can try though. Do you want me to at least try?
I mean,
Try
if you're
one of
afraid that it's a cold or other elemental attack, I'm ready. I can absorb that. I'm prepared to.
I mean, something cold like wouldn't hurt me at all.
It's probably not going to be cold damage. It's probably going to be some kind of effect.
Try your dispel magic.
Okay. The streak
fails.
continues.
Yeah, it fails. She's not able to spell it.
Yeah. Are you looking at Discord right now?
I can see it through it popping up now.
Oh, sweet.
So.
Yep. One day the streak will break.
And it will
Grin's
be
gonna
Things
touch
will
the door.
fly too.
Okay.
Rude. Sorry, what does Grin do?
Touch the door.
All right. Cool. All right, Grin. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Well, that's not the kind of saving throw I want to make.
I can assist on those, but I need to know beforehand so I can cast a spell.
Didn't they call you Grin the Wise back in your village?
Grin the wisest, yeah.
All right, so Grin fails. All right, so
Oh,
Grin,
that's-
so Grin, what ends up happening is you feel your whole body kind of get cold. Obviously, there's no damage involved here, but you can feel that frost has something to do with this, and you basically it basically cleanses all of your emotions, just like a calm emotion spell. This is going to unfortunately make it so you cannot berserk anytime soon. I'll tell you when
you
the
mean
effect
rage?
wears off. Rage, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I can't
Um,
berserk.
Yeah, that's what I meant. A rage. Well, there is no berserk, but you can't rage anytime soon. That said, what it also does is it makes you immune to empathy for this time, and it also makes you immune to compassion. So keep that
Oh.
in mind. So you're not.
Lucky.
So these are things that are just cleansed from you until I tell you the effect wears off.
Well,
That said, no, you don't take any damage.
we
And
should have done this before.
he says, I
But this is
feel
kind
great.
of like you can also tell you can also tell that once the effect does wash over you and you start settling in, that this is one of Ariel's blessings for you. This is how a blessing works for her. So you know that it's meant to be a blessing.
guys, I feel great.
That's
Good.
good.
That's.
Do you want to hurt
Okay.
any of us?
But the door does open. The door opens after this as well. Nothing happens with those statues.
No, not at all.
Okay.
You don't hate any of us for actions we undertook recently?
No, I mean, it's in the past, I guess. I don't know. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it matters anymore.
Wow. All right.
You know, mm,
He's gonna push
Oh,
open the door.
I feel like you've reached.
Yeah. When you do push open the door, this is what you see. Laying in front of you is a giant corpse of a woman encased completely in ice. She is a giant woman, and she is completely encased in ice, and she is holding what looks like a small glowing magical pendant. And the reason why you can tell it's magical is because it's literally the light source in the room. The room was dark before you entered. It's glowing blue. And it's encased in this solid ice. The ice is almost 6 feet around her in every direction. Again, she's a giant, so keep that in mind as well. It takes up this entire square here. This one here. Oh, God. And it's kind of, there's a door behind it. It's somewhat blocking that door, but there is also a crystal on the door itself that is also faintly glowing blue that seems to match the crystal that she's holding in her hand. Now remember, she is encased in a solid block of ice. You cannot get to her.
well, if I had to guess, she
But it
got
does look like
frozen.
Well, it does actually look like she might be like anyone. Like, yeah, most of you have perception to look at this. It looks like she's entombed in the ice. Like she's an excellently preserved dead body in the ice.
If I had to guess, she got frozen by the thing she's holding.
Do we do something about this or what?
I mean, she's kind of blocking the way, isn't she? If we really are.
Yeah, and by the
insistent
way,
upon
guys,
going
feel free,
deeper.
Abel, I'll move you in too, but feel free to move your characters as you want to. Abel, if you want to stay out here, you can, but there's, these statue things out
Oh
here
yeah,
too.
I'm sorry. I'm just setting up Owlbear.
Oh, no worries. Do you want to be in the same room with them?
Yeah, I would follow
Okay.
them.
John, same for you, wherever you want to be. I'm gonna make it canon wherever you guys are, since you can move your miniatures as a heads up. So okay, cool. All right. Okay. So there shouldn't be any password info, which is nice. I don't think. I think you can
Is there
just
a
use the
specific
link.
link?
There
Just
is.
click on the
Yeah.
link, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
pinned.
It's
Can I
pinned.
have
It's
it?
pinned. It's pinned in
Oh, it's
Discord.
pinned?
Yep. Okay. So I mean, if you want, you can inspect the door, but there's nothing else in this room. The light source is coming from that pendant. So
Is she blocking the door? Like, is the door not openable because of her?
it's not necessarily. No, there is a small gap around 18 inches. So most of you, the only one's gonna have a problem is Orion, but most of you can get in there and go through
Does
it.
this
Orion's gonna have a
door
problem getting in.
does
I'm
this door
gonna.
look like the others?
No, it looks very ornate, and it has a gem. It has a small gem, very similar to the one that she's holding in there, but it's only glowing very faintly, and the gem she has is glowing very brightly. But it's some kind of magical door for sure because the ice slightly moves. So anyone can do an Arcana check if they want.
All right.
All right, I'll roll an Arcana.
Yep. Okay.
14 for Kino.
Yep. Kino, you think that the gems are linked, and who got the 20?
Abel.
I rolled a 20, but that's going to be a little higher than that even.
Okay. Abel's able to figure this out. So Abel, you know that this door is
30
locked.
total.
Yeah, so this door is locked. And the only way you're getting it open without figuring out how to destroy this door, which has been magically enforced, you would literally have to you'd have a better chance of destroying the tomb around it than get through this thing, and that would be very hard too, especially considering it might collapse on you if you did. But it's gonna need the crystal that she has. It's a key, and it needs to basically interface with this crystal in order to unlock the door. And right now it's in a chunk of basically a chunk of solid ice. But that's a key. That's a magical key. So you're gonna need, if you want to get into that room, you're going to need it. Now the item, the thing that you have is kind of freaking out on you. It doesn't show you where it's at, but your best guess is that the item is in that room.
I'm gonna pop a divine sense.
Yep.
Gross.
There's actually no fiends or this ground doesn't actually count as consecrated or desecrated for you, but you do get a slight feeling of the similar instance you would get from some kind of consecration, but it doesn't count as that in the thing. So it's just very, very slight, but you know it's not truly consecrated.
I think it would be really daunting to try to break this open, so we should probably see if it's in there. The key. The
I
crystal.
mean, I could probably crack her out.
Orion, do you get a weird feeling about these two rooms? Especially we just passed 3 guards that didn't do anything.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I get an absolutely terrible feeling about this too. Like we're about to be entombed in ice, similar to this lady.
I'm
don't
just
like this one
gonna
bit.
take a look around real quick, and knowing what I know about the frozen wisdoms here being from around here, just in terms of construction, what I know of ice giants, and see if I can get any sort of read off the room.
Well, I mean, go ahead and do a perception check.
Guidance.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you don't really know, like the problem with this is that you're pretty sure that if you were to dig certain tunnels out because you're underground and under ice, that if you did a big enough tunnel to try to circumvent it, you could also hurt the structural integrity of the entire thing because this entire area is shaped kind of like a snowflake, and it's already been kind of precariously built, it would probably be dangerous, but that's all you would know. To try to like basically carve in like separate structures.
And I'll relay that to the rest of the group.
Yeah. It would also take you a long time to even get there. These are solid ice blocks, so it would take you a long time.
I mean, as much as I kind of love the challenge of mining our way through it, I feel like we have the correct methods in reach. We should probably just do it that way.
So we're cracking this lady out of here.
Why don't
And
we
I
get
could
two
just
people?
melt her out.
Why don't we get 2 people to stand outside the room just in case?
Okay.
Someone with range, so that if something goes wrong, we're not all in here.
I can do it.
That
I'll
might be
stand-
best if I do.
Yeah.
I'll stand in the doorway just in case the door tries to close.
I'll stand like behind the people, but still within the room.
I'll stand next to Grin.
Okay.
We're the tanks.
Only
Yeah.
with Yetis.
You guys are standing in the doorway.
You don't know that there won't be Yetis.
Yeah, just in case.
All right, standing in the doorway. Cool. Okay.
Oh God. I'll walk up to the. We're breaking this open.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
you know,
carefully.
you know that like hitting this hard enough, you could definitely start chipping ice away for sure. Unless it's like magic.
I can just use
doesn't look like it is.
control water.
Yep. Yep. So explain to me exactly what you like to do with control water.
I'm going to very slowly control the temperature as I go through and just slowly, well, moderately melt away and try to shift it around to the walls.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. All right. So, so this is only going to take you a couple of seconds to do that. Once the only people that are going to get a reaction here are you, Orion, and Abel. Your defender is not going to be fast enough for this.
Okay.
As you basically go through and basically get half of the ice into like you actually expose half of her. It is now within reaching that item is within reaching distance. However, immediately what ends up happening is everyone sees a visage of Thrime. And let me bring Thrime up for people who don't know what Thrime looks like.
Oh boy.
Thrime. So everyone will probably know or remember to some degree that this is one of the gods of the giants. We'll make a check afterwards once we resolve this because you won't have time. But hold on. Let me bring this up in Discord for everyone so you can see it. This is what Thrime looks like canonly.
Which channel?
I'm going to bring it up in Discord.
He's
for
going to
you
be streaming
make
in
it easier.
Discord.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
So this is Thrime. Thrime is some kind of frost giant. Anyway, you see a kind of like an ethereal visage of him, although it is in full color, and it looks very similar. His breath engulfs the entire room, essentially in 2 seconds, less than a round. It's going to freeze her all the way back up. Now, everyone, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me. Everyone.
Oh, no one's outside the room. I see.
Yes, everyone makes the Constitution saving throw, even the people.
Oh, that's not that great for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's not that
Nope.
great. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm still not attuned to the ring, right? Even though I put it on.
Correct.
Did you break attunement?
I never actually asked. I'm assuming that I broke attunement.
You did break it.
Oh, I hope someone saved this.
She did break attunement. It's all right. Hold on. Let me actually do the roll in here because it's not that hard of a roll, and I want you guys to see it because this is the way it works. Okay.
All right. If I knew you broke attunement, I'm not going to retcon it or anything, but if I knew that, I definitely would have demanded that someone have that, but whatever.
Well, because
yeah, she wouldn't have even known necessarily. She just put it back on. So yeah, you could have discussed it, but it's yeah.
He would have asked. That's
Would she have felt it deattuned to her? Because it's depressing, right?
Yeah, yeah. You would have the problem is it needs time. That's the problem. The attunement thing needs time to go through it. So she needs to actually actually actively try to like get back with the ring and all that stuff, and it takes an hour. So of her like actively doing it. So but here, let's see. Hold on 1 second.
Did anyone save? Because I got an 8.
I got a 22.
You know,
Okay, good.
I
22
got.
saves. 22 saves. You're gonna take half damage. So,
Remember,
I got a
Kino
9.
gives us a buff, even though it's not
Yeah.
gonna help. So
+2.
I got a 9, which he doesn't save.
all right. So it is 10d8. So everyone takes 53 damage.
I'm down.
Besides the people that saved, who take half
Right.
damage.
I'm gonna
What
cast
saves?
absorb elements.
Is it cold?
Anything over 16 saves.
Is it cold damage?
Yes, it's cold damage. So if you don't
Okay.
take cold damage or you have resistance, you still get your resistance. It's the,
No,
So
it's
if I
53.
save and I have resistance, what does that mean?
if you,
Quarter.
yeah, it does mean you take a quarter.
What's a quarter of 53?
I cast absorb elements. I don't know what it's doing on the roll here, but
That's fine. No, you can. As long as you can cast it as a reaction, which I think you can.
it is.
Then
Yeah,
you're fine.
just specifically for that.
Yeah, you
Would
can
that
do
be
that. Yeah.
would that be 13? Sorry, I'm really bad at math.
It's so a quarter of 53 is, and you round down too. So hold on. I'll tell you.
53 divided by 4 is 13.25.
Yeah, that is right.
13.
So 13. Yep. You took 13 damage. You're fine. Well, most importantly though, like, what did Orion and Kino up?
We're up, yes.
Yeah, we're
I'm
both
up with
up.
21.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
I have it because I'm resistant anyway.
Yep. Cool. All right. You guys can see the rolls when I make them, right?
No, you have to share your
Oh, really?
dice tray. Yeah.
How do I do that? Let's see. Oh, right. You guys can see it now, right?
I'm going to
I'm
use
gonna do
3
a
points
test.
of lay on hands on Henri.
You can see that now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll do that in the future. Cool. Okay.
What do we
Henri,
say?
you're up at 3.
I feel great.
Now, as that was happening, by the way, you still get your save. Orion, this is the worst part. Orion and Lee both make dexterity checks to see if you grabbed it. This all happened at once. Don't roll a 1.
I rolled a 6 total.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
rolled a
It's better
20.
than a 1. All right, so Orion took it. Orion was able to take it. If you roll a 1, you get stuck in the ice. It really sucks. So, okay.
Is that why we were asking
Oh.
about restoration?
No, it's worse. No.
Oh, good.
No, this has nothing to do with it. All right. Okay. Yeah, so Orion, you're able to take it. You grabbed it expertly. Thank goodness you don't have to do that again. You think to yourself, I'm sure. So,
I miss the
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah.
I miss the
Oh,
ring
it's
working.
16 points to Henri.
okay.
Stand outside the room, Henri.
Okay, next time I will.
You thought you would have learned at the Yetis.
I don't
But
learn.
it does freeze her back into like this solid block of ice.
That's why able
And
kids
the
tell me
visage goes
stupid.
away. The visage does go away as well.
Not much of a tank, huh?
I took 50 damage and I'm still alive.
Did
I
there
mean, a tank
appears to
doesn't
be
go
a door
down.
behind it? Did that open as it was down that briefly? or
No, no, but you know from your check, I believe it was you from your check, that all you have to do is touch the gem to the door and it's going to open it.
I've taken
Okay.
more damage today than you have.
Are you proud of that?
I mean, if we're comparing tanks.
I mean, the reason why I didn't take more damage is because I'm a better tank.
Is that really how that works?
Yes.
A backline tank? Okay, okay,
Well,
we've
kinda.
we've gone off topic.
You know,
So
I
what's that
resisted
gem
the
look like?
cold and I succeeded in my con save.
All right. All right. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, the door's open now, right?
No,
We
he
can
has to.
open it now.
He has to use the key to open it. Yeah.
And you said the
Point
woman
out where I
refroze
think it
over?
goes.
Yeah. It's a completely perfect, solid block of ice now. It looks like whatever is done, whatever magical effect that is, it's meant to preserve her for like all eternity, kind of thing.
All right, well, let's get this door open, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll hand over the gem to Abel.
All right.
Okay. Maybe you want to step outside the door.
Does anyone speak giant?
Yes.
I thought so. So the one thing that you would be able to see in this expertly crafted piece of ice is that there is a tattoo on the woman's arm, and the tattoo in giant reads Vasavican.
So, remember that Vasavican thing? She has a tattoo that says Vasavican, which I'm assuming means she's devoted to Vasavican. Probably. I'm assuming that's what it is.
Do we know what Vasavican is?
It's
It
a
was
real.
Aril's name.
It's a
It was one
facet
of
of
it.
a real.
Yeah, it was one of a real like when she did the check, she realized that this is a known name that a real went by, or at least that's what the history says, kind of thing. Yeah.
So opening the door now?
Let's do it.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I move it to the door slowly and activate it as I think it needs to.
Okay. All right. So, as you do that, the door opens and there is a made for a giant great axe, like literally huge, like it's almost the size of Grin, um, and it's leaning against the door, like sorry, it's leaning against the wall on this side here. Let me show you. There's nothing else in the room but this. This room is lit with some kind of magical energy though, because there's no other light source in the room and it's very brightly lit, but it's right here.
Okay.
It does look like it is perfectly clean. It looks like it's gleaming. As a matter of fact, I will show you what the axe even looks like. Here, it looks like this. It does have like a very large black gem on the top of it. It looks like it's made out of gold, even though it may or may not be. It looks like it's got it's been expertly crafted. However, it does have in giant written from top to bottom on the top side, which I'll show you later.
The picture for it
Vasavican.
didn't come up.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do it in 1 second. It's sorry.
Okay.
It's I'm still.
Oh, I should also ask,
Yeah, but it does say Vasavican right on the axe.
obligatory warlock question.
Yeah, I mean potentially. Nothing's happened yet, but
Okay.
but all these items seem interesting. You might have to get closer to it.
Elda
Because
is
it's
gonna
big
get
and
closer to
heavy.
like read it.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
was,
if you do that, your staff will definitely.
All right.
I
I'll
was gonna
just-
send the defender in to retrieve it.
Well,
Okay.
while
You can
they're
do that. You can
while
do
it's
that
doing-
while Elda's coming in. But yeah, the defender would walk in too. When the defender touches this, it's gonna walk right up to it. When the defender touches it, it's too heavy. It can't move it.
Elda's gonna just gently tap her thing against it.
Okay.
And just as a thing, and tell the party. Looks like the axe also has Vasavican. Maybe the axe of Vasavican, if that's a thing. I think that the only one here who stands a chance of even wielding this is you, Gren.
And it is as large as you, Gren.
Well, let me give it a shot.
All right, Gren.
Yeah.
Gren. So you're just gonna try to pick up the weapon.
Yep, he's just gonna,
All
try
right.
to pick it up as he
And
would.
I'm gonna
in
It
leave
normal life.
shrinks
after.
down. It shrinks down to the size where you can use it magically. Everyone sees
Oh, it
the
must be
immense
cold in
it.
here.
Okay.
And so this is a great axe. And let me show you what it looks like. This weapon is fucking monster, Gren. So you're just gonna have to be careful with it.
Okay, so it
But,
didn't disappear when I touched it. Good.
No, it did not disappear. No.
Thank God.
No, but it did. The whole thing happens
not
where
axe
like
effect.
Yeah.
basically so
The warlock thing happened. Yeah.
So essentially your staff opens up a little bit, the crystal lights up, it scans the whole thing magically, and then it goes back, and you're able to go through it. But, however, Grin, as soon as you touch it, Grin, it fits into your hands perfectly. This is a great axe. And what it does right now, right off the bat, you don't even have to attune to this. It's going to attune to you instantly, because it's already like chosen you. And what that means is that you get to increase the amount of HP you have. It's going to be a plus HP per the level that you currently are, and you have +1 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
Oh, that's not even half of it, but you'll see. So that's all you know for now.
How do you feel, Grin?
I still
Seemed to
feel pretty
react
good.
to you.
I'm just gonna like probably whisper to Abel, since Abel's close by. I'm definitely removing any curses on him when we get out of here.
We should look at that pretty soon.
As soon as we're out of here, I'm gonna make sure I do that.
Yeah, I mean, he's
feeling
gonna
all
take it out
us.
of the room and kind of
That's fine.
show it to everyone.
As soon as you leave the room, that effect that I told you about Aurel that's on you completely dissipates. It's no longer active.
Oh, I meant leave the room that the axe was in. I wasn't
that's
going all
fine.
the way out yet. But
No,
okay.
no, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I mean too. Yeah, as soon as you leave the room, that effect is gone. You're no longer under Aurel's blessing in that respect. All right.
man.
The crystal key, did it
I
come
suddenly
back
feel
out?
angry again.
Yeah, you have the key itself, but Abel, you know that this is specifically attuned to this door. It's not going to work
Yeah.
outside of anywhere else. You could always just take it in case you want like a
Well, in
magical
case we
item for
need
components or something. but-
to run away from something, it might be a good place to hide.
Was
Yeah.
there anything else in the room with the axe?
Let me show you this really quickly. No, that's it. That was complete. The room is
Okay.
completely empty. It is lit somehow, but it is completely empty.
Huh. Well, that ended much better than I would have expected. Plus, I got to do my little thing. See? It wasn't even me insisting on getting this.
All right. I don't know why this isn't working. Hold on.
I mean, that all seemed pretty dangerous now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, that's why I was like, we should maybe wait on this, but you all wanted to go ahead. But it worked out.
I feel at this point I could use some time to rest up. Perhaps you want to put that ring back on?
Yeah, it'll only take you an hour of basically what you're gonna have to do is kind of repent to Aurel for an hour. And if you can because you took it off essentially. So you're just trying to get back in her graces. Once you do that, you're reattuned to the ring.
I mean, she didn't take it off. It was forcefully taken off by somebody
Yeah,
else.
the ring doesn't care. Yeah, the ring doesn't care at all.
And
Yeah.
maybe we can study what the axe does, if that's okay, Grin, just so you'll be safe.
Chris, I don't feel any kind of. I'm not like.
Nope, you're not angry or anything right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Abel.
That's what it looks like, except for the fact that it has Vasavikin written on the top of it.
That's pretty hardcore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
It's
do an
gleaming. It
identify
looks
on it,
perfect.
if you allow
Yeah,
it?
you can do identify on it. So you do identify, and it has an extra when Grin is in battle, he can basically activate. You show him where to activate this axe,
Mhm.
and on the pommel and one of the blades, if he shifts around those things in battle, this is going to give Grin, if he wants to, an extra attack. However, Abel, looking at it, it looks like this is unreliable, relatively dangerously made magic that you've never ever seen before in your life. It has nothing to do with weave magic. This is something to do with a god. So, but so you actually cannot tell beyond that. But having an extra attack, as you know, Grin, there's almost nothing in the game with an extra attack. So this is crazy level magic.
So it's like an extra, almost double.
But he
weapon
has to
kind
do
of
it. But he has to. Let's say the Grin gets 2 attacks. This is going to add
Mhm.
a 3rd attack. Now, once you activate this Grin, it's going to be active. So you have to decide when to activate this. Essentially, this is something you have to decide during battle. It counts as your reaction. So keep that in mind. Unless you try to activate this before you're in battle, which you can also do, and something else could happen. But while in battle, you have to use your reaction in order to activate this. Like I said, this is a complicated, amazing item, but you will see.
Is this an effect that like lasts for a certain amount of time, or is
You
it?
don't. So that's the problem because it's got a level of magic. You absolutely don't know, but it seems like it. It's got to be a limited time thing. It has something to do with battle.
So
Abel's
it's not
gonna
like
tell you.
mage armor where I'd cast it at the beginning of the day.
No, but you can if you decide right before you go into battle to use this, so you don't have to use a reaction. But Abel tells you that's probably dangerous. The magic in this is meant to be used in battle. It's meant
Okay.
for you to use your reaction in battle. Yep.
It's
And Abel,
gonna
you don't.
hasten how fast you fight, but
Yeah.
I wonder if there's more that it's affecting you.
Now this is a great axe, so it's 1d12 slashing damage. And for now, it's a 1d12 slashing damage plus 1. I can't give you the item until we figure out all the uses.
I'll
But
just
you'll
put
have it.
I'll just put a +1
Yeah,
great axe.
put a +1 great axe. But remember, you also have your maximum HP increases by 1 for each level you have.
So 8.
Yes, and it's max HP, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, it's not temp HP.
Did it shrink when I went to touch it to identify it?
So when you went to go touch it, it's the same exact size. It's actually Grin's. Grin is able to handle this. It actually goes down to a size that Grin can wield. Grin would not be able to wield an axe. Even as strong as Grin is, it would be too unwieldy. No, this is the size of a normal great axe.
Okay.
It magically, like, basically fits that. But anyway, Grin has a magic item now.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Ooh, that means a new attunement slot. Not attunement, new infusion slot.
If you wouldn't mind, I would like to take some moments to stretch out, limber up, and warm up a little.
Go ahead and do me a favor, just because you're so good at this as well. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check on the axe.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to roll insanely high. Over 25.
Okay.
Can anyone guidance that or?
Yeah, I'll guidance it.
Yeah, he
Can we
didn't make it.
aid
That's fine.
or?
Oh, wait. I have two more D4s.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so that's a 10 plus
Ooh.
3 plus 8, 21. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll have to figure this out in battle. You can't figure it out. It's all very crazy magic anyway. This thing was crafted by what looks like a god, maybe. So it's complicated, but okay. All right.
Cool. Well, I hope you're able to use it soon.
So Abel, you don't think it's dangerous for me to have this?
Okay. So
It's
now that
potentially
two
could be,
people
but-
left the room, everybody roll for initiative.
Oh,
Once Kino
shit.
steps out of the room,
Sorry, guys.
everyone rolls for initiative. No.
Thanks, Kino.
Sorry.
It's all right. So hold on, let me bring up the thing too. Just let me know what your rolls are, and I'll put it on a piece of
Oh wow,
paper.
that's a bad initiative roll. I don't roll this well, bad.
Chris was watching me move my character. Like,
I have
oh,
a
just
total
roll
of
back
8.
Okay. All right. So, well, give me highest first, since I'm gonna write it down. Yeah.
I got a 19.
Okay. So Kino's probably going first. Let me see what those guys got.
Door's still open, right?
Yeah, it's all still open. Yeah. All right. Did anyone get higher than a 16?
I got 18.
Okay. Grim got an 18. Okay, 16 is. Okay. Who's next?
Lowry's next with a 9.
Henri. Okay.
And Abel, Elda, Orion.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Abel. Elda. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Kino, you notice this first. So what's happening is these statues have come to life immediately as you stepped out. And so what they are is they are human-sized statues that look like they are just standard armor, like in full plate armor made out of like basically ice. Their weapons are made out of ice. The shields made out of ice. Um, uh, that said, you can tell that the first one is probably going to try to hit Henri, but you can move. You get to go. These aren't going to get a surprise round. They're too slow.
All right, I'm gonna move up in front of Henri. Let's see.
Yep.
And right, if I can get to there,
Yeah, you can. You should
I'm
be able
gonna
to.
attack this one.
Sure. Yep. Go ahead and roll.
2 attacks with answer. First one's a nat 1.
Okay.
And the second one is a 19.
Okay, that hits. Yep, 19 hits. How much damage?
12. 12 magical slashing.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Yeah, you carve a big piece like into this. You can tell that these things are relatively fragile, but their weapons look incredibly sharp. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Okay, Gren, it's your turn.
Okay, and I can rage again.
Yes, you can rage again. Yep.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
I didn't want to do that, but sure.
Yep.
9.
Okay, you fail. So this is how this works. The item is the item is cursed, and the curse starts to wash over you. But this part is not so bad. So hold on one second. All this means now is that when you attack, you are able to choose your first target. In this case, but because this is the very first time you're doing it. However, next time after you strike, you'll normally take your wisdom saving. This is going to happen every time. But hold on one second. Um, remember, you can still activate the other piece of this too. So for now, what ends up happening is, um, so right now you cannot unwillingly leave this axe. You're not gonna ever like you can actually let go of it, but it will always be on your person from here until the end of time. You're not even gonna replace this. As a matter of fact, you will now have disadvantage on all attacks rolls with weapons other than this one. However, any hostile creature that damages you while this axe in your possession, you after this next time, that's when you're going to take your DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. Um, once you go berserk, you have to use your action each round to attack the creatures nearest to you with the axe. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Henri. It doesn't matter. If you can make extra attacks as part of the attack action, you make all those attacks. So let's say you kill this. So right now, this is what's going to end up happening. If you go through and kill this target, it's because you failed the first time, you're going to have to make your attacks to the closest person as well, and then you can go and attack the next target. You can say things, scream things like "Get out of my way," "Get away from me," whatever, and then we have to go through that. Now, it takes the thing that's really sucky about this on this one. Once all the enemies are dead, you still need 3 rounds to cool down. Anyone within 60 feet of you is going to be your enemy. You're going to have to carve into them. So everyone needs to get away from you once this is going through. But anyway, go ahead. You can make your first attack against this guy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then and like I said, you can still activate the other piece of it too. But
So, quick question: am I aware that I've been cursed, or is it just?
yeah, that's why I'm reading it to you. Once you're cursed, you know it. Yep. Yeah. Once you're cursed, you know it. This is what you can communicate this. You can tell them I can't control this or whatever. That's why I'm reading it all to you. Because once it's activated, it's cursed. Yeah.
though, knowing that, he's actually gonna go for the guy in the back corner here.
Okay, that's fine. Yep.
Kino.
Yep. That's fine.
And I am going to activate the thing that it can do.
Okay. All right. That's
Why
fine.
not?
Oh, boy.
That's fine. Go ahead and attack him first. Make your first attack. Remember, it's
Well,
a D12. Yeah.
It's like
that's
a
a
chainsaw
13
with
to
a
hit.
turbo.
Okay. You miss. The first one misses. Now that you've activated it, make another wisdom saving throw. This is a DC 19.
Okay, well I failed.
Okay, you did fail that one. This is what's going to happen now. Now you get a full extra attack. That extra attack that you get at the end acts like double damage as if it was a crit, although not in the crits that we do. You actually get to roll twice, 2d4s on that third attack. However, you take half of the damage on whatever you attack as well. So it is awesome, but this is situational. So this is how it actually works. This is how this weapon is actually doing this. So you can only take 2 attacks as a normal, like, and you'll be able to take 3 or whatever. But what this does is it pushes your body to the absolute limit. And as this happens, you guys see Grin move inhumanly fast. It's literally the idea behind this axe is that it is literally ripping your muscles, hurting your bones. It's literally making you superhuman at your own cost. But that third attack is going to count as double damage. You just have to take half of it. Anyway, go ahead and do your second attack.
That one's gonna be a 23.
That hits. Yep.
For 13 damage.
Okay,
Actually,
and then
plus 2 because I am raging.
yeah,
So
15.
15 damage.
15 damage. 15 damage destroys it outright. Go ahead and you have to attack this one. And you get double damage on this one.
And I miss.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's anything else? Now you can tell again. It's probably in your best interest to do though, but I would start screaming at the top of my lungs, "Get away from me!" Whatever it is, because once this thing dies, you're going to have to start attacking people unless you can make that save. So you
Yeah,
need to let them get out of the way. Yeah.
he is going to like roar at them, like get out of the room.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Everyone's just standing there silently, going, "What?
Yeah.
What?"
Yeah, so now Grin, this is how so you know, and I'm sure you figured this out right now. This is an overpowered, insane weapon that is very, very situational in the sense that you have to be up front and everyone has to be away from you. And once the fight is over, it's like a whole person kind of thing for 3 rounds. Otherwise, you just start killing your friends, or you find a way later to calm this. If the curse is removed, it removes every single benefit that you have as well, which means that even the activation of that third strike goes away completely. It will just be a +1 axe with the HP benefit. So you're going to be amazing in combat, but you have to be up front and no one else can be by you. Otherwise, this is going to go very bad for people when you start killing them. But
Does this work as badly if he actually saves? Just out of curiosity.
if he saves, he has the first part. No, the last part, if he saves, he does not take the damage, but he's still going to have to attack people. That's
All right,
fine.
good to
That are
know.
by him. Yeah, but he's not going to have to take the damage that he has to take. That's why the wisdom saving throw is basically it's basically aligning with you with the gods. If you can somehow save that wisdom saving throw, your muscles, your body, your bones are going to be in sync with the magic. Otherwise, it just rips you around to basically make this happen. Anyway, so all right, so the next person to go is the ice statue. So this one, this one's gone. This one goes to Hitsugrin. It's now like shatter. It's like got cracks in it. It's doing very, very poorly. It goes to hit you with. Why isn't this not showing up? Hold on. You guys cannot see my dice tray right now, right?
Nope.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. You can see that, right? It misses. It misses you. That's all it can do. So the next one is going to. it's gonna walk up and try to destroy your defender. Abel's so here. It's closest to it, so. Does 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. It does 17 points of damage to your defender.
Fender falls apart.
Okay. All right. That's all it can do. The next person is Henri.
Okay. I am going to firebolt the one that is engaged with the defender.
Okay. Go for it.
Actually, you know what? Actually, I'm going to listen to Grin and I'm going to disengage. I'm going to back into the room with Orion.
Okay.
Because I don't want to take the.
Grin, they have to be 60 feet away from you. You can tell them that. You're not going to be able to make it, Henri. You're still going to be in range of him if this thing dies.
Okay. Okay. Then.
No, this is more of a we need to contain kind of Grin after the fight kind of thing. Now, if you plan it next time, this is pretty easy, but without planning it, Grin has to be contained.
Well, then I'm gonna move. I'm going to still disengage, but I'm gonna move my 30 feet towards the back out into the main room.
Sure. Yep, you can. Yep. Go for it.
Okay.
Can you not fire a firebolt while you're leaving the room?
No, she can.
Well, because I don't know if because of how
The
close I
problem is
am.
she's disengaging. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
disengaging to not take the opportunity attack, but
Oh,
she
right,
could have
I'm sorry,
double.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
If I wasn't that close, I would have dashed.
Right. Yep.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. It's Abel. Both
Abel
of these look
is
pretty. I mean, this one looks really bad. The one by Grin looks like you could just touch it and it would shatter.
okay. Abel is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, he's here, right? He's gonna go 1, 2.
Yeah, these are 10 square. These
3,
are 10 square
4,
things.
5. No, he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so he's
I
going to
know,
run through this way.
I wish these
up
were
to
20,
here.
20 feet squares. 10 is like so awkward. Yep. Go ahead.
He's going to strike the one that Grin has.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Sorry. All right, so he rolled a 13 total.
Okay.
Does that miss?
13 misses. Yep.
Okay, and a second swing.
Yep. Yeah, it misses.
Okay.
Yep.
And he's going to grab Keanu by the bicep and like, you should come with me. And I'm gonna teleport to here as a bonus action with the boots and put Keanu behind me.
Okay, cool.
Through the door.
Okay.
I don't think you understand how this works, Abel. I'm usually the one in front.
We're
all right.
we're
Elda,
working with
I did
weird
what I
curse
did.
logic.
You can move back forward if you want.
All right, so
Elda, it's your turn. Yep.
You know, usually I would take out the one that's right by Grin since I can already already do that. But 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, if you don't want to be in Grin's war thing, I guess he tells you this, but you have to be just 60 feet away from him.
Yeah, okay, I have line of sight on that. And
if he can
Steely...
smell you, you're still in
oh yeah,
danger,
I'm more just saying I don't want to kill that so he has something to attack next round that's not me.
Cool, yep.
And I'm gonna go for the one that Steely Dan is next to. I
Sure.
really have to remember to hit advantage on this.
That hit, though.
Name.
That hit.
Yeah, so 19 for the first, and a... okay, they both hit.
Yep, they both hit. Yep.
One day being a kobold's gonna catch up with me, but it hasn't yet. That is
Yep.
a total of
You shatter it. Yeah, 24
yeah.
more.
And,
You shatter that ice thing immediately.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And I think I took 3 to get there. So yeah, that's my movement.
Okay. All right. It's Orion. It's your turn.
Let's see here. That's 10, 20, 30. I'm going to dash.
Yep.
Basically across the hallway.
Yep.
To where
I'll
Kino
let you
and
move it.
yeah,
You
there.
can. You can. Yep.
And that'll take up my movement and
Sure.
action. I'm going to stay towards the front of the door in case I have to block it.
Okay. Cool. All right. All right, Orion. I mean, sorry, Kino. It's your turn.
All right, I am going to. Oh gosh, I'm going to see if I can move Abel behind me.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be like a game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This weapon is super overpowered, by the way, for a melee person, especially for a barbarian berserker. But I mean, you'll see. But it's a pain in the ass too. Anyway, you're gonna move him over here, I assume, right?
And I'm going to use my action.
Yep.
To what is it? Defense as an action to make him roll with disadvantage.
Dodge. You're thinking
Dodge,
dodge.
actually.
Yeah, dodge. Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right.
Do you have an item interaction?
All right, Gren. You have to
close the
attack.
door?
You have to attack this guy.
I don't think I can close the door. I don't.
No.
think
You've
that's how the
already
door works.
broken it open. Yeah. There's no closing.
Okay,
this door.
okay.
Yeah.
So I miss with 1.
Yep. But you get 3
Oh.
attacks.
Miss with 2.
And then the other one's the double damage one. If you hit, that you have to take half damage.
This might be a
And
good
23
thing.
to hit.
Yep. And then so you get double damage on this one. So 2 d12s, and then whatever your modifiers are. And then
Yeah,
you
this
take
is
half damage. You take
This
half
is a
damage.
good thing.
So you guys can see now. You guys see this firsthand. You see that he does his normal 2 axe hits, and then immediately follows up with this insane, superhuman like strike that just is going to, I'm sure, shatter this thing into a billion pieces. It has to, actually. There's no way for you not to. So you do see that he literally like uppercuts this thing with an axe, and pieces go flying through the room.
Well,
That's actually great. Honestly, you got the best roll you possibly could, Grin, because you wanted that to be your 3rd attack. Now you have no more attacks and you can't do anything. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's technically 8 damage because I'm raging. So
Yep.
I take 4 damage.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's really good for you. Yep. And now you guys get a turn before Grin. So Grin, when you activate the second one, normally it's only 6 seconds. After 6 seconds, you can recuperate, but now it's 18 because you've activated the second thing. So we have to go through 3 whole rounds of you calming the fuck down so you don't kill people. So so you guys can go through and do whatever you're going to do, but we're still in initiative because now Grin's the opponent. So all right, so Henri, it's your turn. Once you're outside of 60 feet, he will not run for you. But anyone within 60 feet, it doesn't matter if he can see you, if he can smell you. Yeah. So, for instance, Grin's senses are all heightened right now, so you have to be without of 60 feet from him, otherwise he's going to see you as a target.
Okay.
Well, these are 10 squares at least.
I'm gonna ask Kino, should
This
I
is
run?
the other amazing thing about this item, by the
Yes.
way, is that it's going to be very, very hard for people to hide from you. Invisibility is one of them that actually doesn't work on this, even though you should be able to technically smell them. But other than that, it's like you have like tremor sensors. It's crazy how this works. So, but yeah, unless they're invisible, for some reason invisibility doesn't work. But yeah,
I'm going to dash. I'm gonna dash 60 feet into the room.
okay, all right, you can do that. Go ahead. So you are no longer a target for Grin, unless he kills everyone else and then rebounds to you. Yep.
Man, I never thought Henri being the last survivor would be like this.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Abel, it's your turn.
Yeah. What do I got here?
Yeah, anything that makes Grin not move or not move towards you is going to stop this effect.
Yeah.
You just have to. He just has to be chilled out for 3 rounds. So
I am going to. I'm gonna cast web.
Yep.
Center 20 feet from the door.
Yep.
Forward, so almost to the opposite door.
Yeah. Right. So he has to go through it. Yep.
Yeah, including Grin in the corner of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those 4 squares there.
Okay. All right. Which puts Grin at half movement.
What's that?
What does it do? What does Web do again? It lasts, and how long does it last too?
Oh, it lasts up to an hour.
Right. Okay. Can you take it down, or does it just?
It's concentration, so I just end it.
Oh,
When I
you
want
could,
to end
you
it.
could, you could take it down. Okay, that's good. Yep.
And then I'm
Okay.
gonna run 60 feet.
Okay. Cool. Can you run 60 feet? No, 30 feet, right? Because it's 30 feet. You can't double
Oh
move
yeah,
and
that's right.
cast,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. You're pretty much 60 feet away from it anyway. All right. Go ahead. It's your turn, Elba.
Oh wow. So we're gonna dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
6,
You're out of his range.
and yeah.
Right now, the only people that Grin can target is Kino and Orion. All right, you're next, Orion.
Well, I think it blocks.
Yeah,
vision,
Ryan's gonna
too.
dash.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so long as you all dash.
That's fine. Yeah, you can. It's because exactly, and this was a perfect scenario because Grin had to use that third attack. If he didn't have to use the third attack, he was going to have to use his whole movement to get into range of all of you here, and then it would have just been a cascading nonsense thing. All right, so Kino, it's your turn.
All right,
You go
I'm
before
going. I'm going to dash.
All right. So Gren, so this is how this works now. So you don't have to, you're just sitting there super angry, but you do not have to target once they're out of 60 feet, they're like invisible to you. That's how this works. You are only concerned with things within 60 feet of your radius. So you see for 18 seconds, Gren's like pacing the room. He starts literally hitting the wall. He's like insanely mad. And then it wears off and he's able to come to his senses after 18 seconds.
Well,
Right.
that was something.
Maybe you don't want that axe.
You know,
He's just like standing in the middle of the room, like panting for breath, basically, still coming down from it.
Yeah, when Grin does explain to you, Abel, that he was cursed through this, you will be able to tell Grin very matter-of-factly that you can remove this curse, but once you do, the only things that stay with this item are the first two: the fact that it's really sharp, and the fact that it's going to help you live longer, like live better, like basically take more damage. But everything else goes away if you remove the curse.
I'm like, how about we never turn that mode on until you really, really need it?
Now, regardless, the axe is still cursed. He's still
okay.
The last one just gives him the extra attack. He still has to attack. It only lasts for 1 round, but he still has to attack his nearest person. So, for instance, if Henri's next to him and he kills an enemy, he's going after Henri.
Oh.
Which shouldn't be all that often, but it could be Kino. You know, Kino could be next to him.
Well,
so
let's be honest, how many
They
times
could
Henry
certainly
ends
try.
up in the front?
Right.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
a
right?
problem I'm working to fix.
But this also means that Grin 1 damage as a melee fighter can do 4d12 right now at level 8 plus like whatever else he has going, which is insanity. So, but yeah.
So, that was interesting.
I say we don't activate that. I mean, I feel like we're all pretty strong as a team, and we don't need that much help
Well,
in melee circumstances.
Well,
Yeah, I'm also
So
getting a
once
sense
Grin kind of catches his breath, he's going to rejoin the party.
Yeah.
this feels almost
My
ironic
shield
after
is
what
up.
just happened. But
Alright.
regardless, before all that happened, Abel, I think you were saying something.
It's useful in what it does, but we have to be really, really careful around you. Do you mind being 60 feet or so away, 20 paces away from us whenever we fight?
I mean,
Can everyone be careful around Grin?
I've never had a problem, being out front.
I guess I'll have to
But
stay in the back more.
What's that?
I guess I'll have to stay in the back more.
Well,
And you would also explain them too, or we can remove this curse, and then you still get to keep all the properties of it, but you just don't get the extra attack and the other things. Yeah.
It's not perfect for me to stay in back, but I'll manage.
I don't like the idea of attacking you guys. Even if
I think they can remove that then.
Even if we plan it and you guys stayed away, I don't like the idea that I would lose control of myself.
You know what? As long as you don't kill me, I don't really care.
Well, I wouldn't want to is the problem. That doesn't mean I wouldn't.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out. So,
I don't know that we can remove it right now. Can we?
I can actually remove curses fairly easily. It's something that's well within my capabilities. I mean, if you want me to, I can do that right now.
We should consider that, but as far as
so, Grin, if you want to try to, there is a way to de-attune to the axe. It's instantly attuned to you. If you do want to go that route because you do want to use this weapon situationally, you can, but it's a kind of a painful process. But if you really want to go that route, I'll explain how to do that because it's cursed. But
well, you know what?
Abel's gonna say it might be useful having Grin be able to fight like that for what we might face. It might be useful to not have cast that spell right now. I mean, that's the, I guess, cautious way to go, but if we're careful, it might be useful to have him more powerful.
Well, then this stuff happens regardless of whether or not he casts the spell.
And I can't put it down.
Yeah, Also, just as a side thing, you've seen me fight. I'm much more effective when I'm up close with like Grin or Kino and such. Being far away makes things a bit harder, but I'll manage.
Same. I can't not fight up close.
I mean, if we want to do this, just let me know and I can just
just out of curiosity, I know your wisdom modifier is not going to be great, Grin. What do you give him +2?
Yes,
Kino.
+2.
So if so this would also be understood. As long as he succeeds the first wisdom throw, as long as he succeeds that one, he does not have to take the rage, but he has to do it every time he takes damage. So he would have to consistently make that DC. That's the other thing to keep in mind.
There is one other thing I can do. Is, as I've done before with you, Grin, I can try and fortify your mind against whatever happens there. It won't be perfect, but it will certainly help.
Yeah, and so it's going to work on that aspect. You have to still roll the 19 on the third extra attack thing. That's the problem. So if you never ever activate the third thing, and you can consistently roll a DC 16 Wisdom save, you're not going to have to attack your members. You can just use it as a normal Berserker axe with
but
help.
The third attack is the only thing I would lose if we decurse it, right?
No, no. So if you decurse it, you kind of, I guess it is the only thing really, because you would still get the HP advantage and you would still get the +1. So if you curse it, it's still going to be a +1 magical axe with the HP. You just don't get the third attack exactly. Yeah.
It seems like the third attack would be the most dangerous part of it to use.
Right. That is right. Now, granted, it's still kind of dangerous even if you don't do the third attack because you still have to make that DC 16 Wisdom save.
Well, what I'm saying is, the logical thing here to do sounds like decurse.
I'll decurse it. This is up to you. It is your act. If you want, just tell me and I'll get right to it.
You'd better do it. It sounds like I'll be a liability otherwise.
Very well. And I cast Remove Curse.
Okay. All right, let me look at remove curse real quick. I thought there was something more. I could be wrong. What's the components to remove curse? It says
verbal, somatic.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and it's instantaneous. I know that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. No, you're able to remove the curse. It does break the attunement, so you just have to reattune to this grin, which just takes an hour now. You're just gonna take an hour to reattune to it like any normal like magic item, and the uh, and you are no longer able to activate the other thing. But yes, you still get the advantage to this, and I can send you now the unbroken one because there's a second one that I can show you on D&D Beyond. If you look at Berserker Axe now, this is a standard Berserker Axe. Just take off the curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad I can't cast this on a second person because I'm casting at 4th level, but oh well. Also, as a side thing, by any chance does Grin get any memories back as if his memory had been modified?
No.
Nope. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Was my
That's
memory modified?
No,
There
not
weren't
as far as we know, but remove curse gets rid of that effect,
Right,
so if your
right.
memory was modified...
Yep.
I
Yeah,
suddenly remember everything.
Yep.
but it wasn't, so we're fine. Well,
Would you like to know, Bookboy?
I can do...
His real name's Green
What did you
Cherry.
say to me?
What?
If
Yeah,
any
that's
of the
what I
rest
thought.
of you, by chance, need a remove curse, I can do that. Although after
Alright.
that, I would be spent.
Just out of curiosity, I know you guys have already removed curse. I know it's a spell slot, but doesn't someone have hold person?
Brother
I
did.
do.
Brother
Yeah.
had hold person. You don't have hold person, Ryan?
I have whole person.
Nope, I do
Oh.
not.
Yeah, and plus with Kino's thing, it doesn't matter, but I actually don't think this would have been that dangerous. If Kino's there, if Kino fears Grin, this probably would not have been that dangerous.
I think
but,
the main thing is
Yeah.
just like it causes a loss in synergy. So even though Grin would be doing better, everyone else would be doing a bit worse because we have to be
The problem is
careful.
I can only fear him once a day, and I've
Yeah.
already used it today.
Oh, right.
And like
right. Yeah.
I could intellect Fortress Grin, but that's one of my 2 spell slots, which is a very expensive cost.
Yeah, no.
I mean, really,
The thing was, this is how I imagine it too. If Kino's up there because Kino has such a high DC, Grin may hit him, he may not. And then on top of that, if Kino's able to grapple Grin, or anyone strong's able to grapple Grin, he also can attack. There's lots of different things, but it's totally cool to do it this way too. It's still an awesome weapon, even with the curse.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
But it
plus
does give, but it did give Grin 4d12 at
yeah, but
melee, which is
a
amazing.
third attack
Yeah.
that would hurt me isn't really that much to give up, I feel like.
Yeah, well, it's half damage exactly. I mean, that's the other thing is you're right. It does
So
have a
yeah,
downside.
okay, I'll do 4 d12 and then take half of it. Great.
It
not
ends
great.
up just like
that is true. That is true. Yeah.
it would give us a benefit, but there's a lot of downsides that sure it on paper increases our damage by a lot, but in effect it might actually reduce it just because of other things going on. But regardless, so is there
Yeah, a
anything else
plus 1
that you
great
all...
axe that gives me 8 extra HP is still great.
Oh, plus
Oh,
that
yeah,
means we're
it's
gonna have
very
another
good.
infusion
It's very,
slot
very
unless you
Yeah.
still use the glaive for reach because reach.
So
But
Abel's going to retrieve the parts to his defender and start reassembling it.
Okay. Yep.
And
How long does that take, Abel?
let me double check. I'm trying to think if he just needs to mend it back together or if it's a short rest.
Yeah, I think it's a short rest because even mending would take forever because you'd have to cast it over
And
and
no,
over.
not really.
Really?
it's a minute
Yeah,
to like cast.
It's
Which is...
2d6 for every 1 minute.
No, but mending. No, I know, but mending only does like small thing. Like to put something back together with mending is like super hard, right?
It's written that it takes a healing effect from mend.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There's something in the book for that specifically. But
in the monster description.
So
okay.
Do any of the rest of you need anything, or we can take some time to fix that defender, or we could just plow forward into one of these trials. Whichever.
I need to. Yep. I really need time to recover my health.
Well,
yeah,
the rest or what have you.
I'll give you, Henri, some time to get that ring back and going, which is also good. No, give me time to get some spell stuff back.
Yeah.
Oh, this actually gives me this is perfect, actually. And I'm gonna bank. What do I want to bank? What do I want to bank? I'll bank a. I'll put Spirit Shroud into it.
I also wouldn't be able to
the,
gain any
ring.
of the benefits because we already took a short rest today.
Are all your hit dice gone?
Mm-hmm.
I'll reattune to the axe.
Yep.
Mine are
Yeah, that's
now.
fine. Yep, that's fine.
So we're taking the short rest.
If I spend the time attuning to the ring, that means I can't use hit dice, right?
Same thing with Kino, but Kino doesn't have any. Yep, that is correct.
What am I attuning to?
I don't know
Oh,
that
that's right.
by the
Sorry,
book.
Kino. I thought that's right. What am I saying? Grin. Same thing with Grin, but you can't take hit dice either if you're attuning to it.
Oh no, you want me to attune to the ring? Sure,
No,
I
no,
guess.
yeah. that was my bad. I meant Grin.
Yeah, 69
Because
health.
he has to
Nice.
reattune to the axe.
Nice.
Sorry, I see it and I have to say it. It's obligatory. But yeah, so I have a banked Spirit Shroud in the Ring of Spell Storing. I didn't expect to get a spell back in there. I'm gonna be honest.
I will. I'll also, since I can't take a short rest, I'll cast Mending for an hour on the defender.
Okay.
Oh, I messed up earlier. Henri, you get another 11 hit points.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
So just remember endurance, isolation, evasion.
Yep. So, now that we're all patched up.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself just to give myself a bump.
Let's get this over with. Whoever wants to follow me, follow me. I mean, we agreed to go as a group, so. Let me know when everyone's set doing the short rest. I probably should mix. Yeah, I should probably wait for that. Sorry. So how much health do you actually have in addition now, Tom?
My new max is 93.
Nice.
Nice.
Finally beat me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What was it before?
85.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, yeah.
Which means it'll take, at full health, 186 damage to kill me.
Yep. Barbarian.
Because I also have the relentless endurance from my half-orcness.
Yep.
What's your con?
16.
I think I have the highest con in the group only because of this amulet.
Yeah, that's powerful.
It's really good on Elda considering she has some of the worst armor she doesn't even have studded leather armor. It's just leather.
With your con at 16, is it because you're like an orc? Like, how did you get your HP that high? Is it a class feature for barbarian?
It's barbarian is a D12 hit die.
Yep.
So you start with 12 plus con, which is 15.
Yep.
And then it's 10 every level.
Yep.
7 average plus
Yeah, that's
4.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's why mine's so high. I forgot I have tough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
It was a lot higher in the tomb.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I would have been I would have been triple digits by now.
Yep. I thought you
That's
were
terrifying.
over 100 in the tomb. Wow.
No, I was almost there. Like one more level, if we'd stayed in, I would have been there.
That's terrifying. I'm really glad I took Remove Curse.
So
Didn't think it was going to be that useful.
Oh, it's.
Oh yeah, no. When
Oh
you'll
yeah,
see,
definitely.
I mean, that's
true.
not even a bad cursed item. There
Yeah.
are cursed items that are like super bad, and identify doesn't tell you if an item's cursed, so it's very useful.
Yeah. I mean, half the things on my item wish list are just cursed items, so.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
So-
they're some of the most fun. So what trial are
Yeah.
you thinking of?
Oh, we're going for this one, the isolation. Come on.
Isolation. So
You can always
isolation is
ask for advice.
so that's actually endurance. This is the isolation one, and this is reservation.
right,
Advice from
there we go.
who?
Well, the stars, of course. All I gotta do is ask a
Said that
question.
was reservation, but yeah.
Last time I saw the stars, I got my mind invaded by a chaos god, so I'm alright.
Well, I'm sorry your mind's so weak.
Anyways.
Damn.
Walk it away.
I like stars.
You guys are gonna do isolation?
Yep, Elda's going up there being like, come on, let's get this over with.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought we were all doing them all, no? Or
Well, yeah, we are, but Elda's just
You're
wants to get
opening
this
it?
over with.
Yeah,
You're
she's
gonna
leading.
Elda's going and doing this, yeah. But
All
yeah,
right.
I think we're all going in, so.
So if you open the door, the timer's gonna start. So
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeet.
Timers. So you guys see that she's opened the door and she walks through and vanishes.
And we follow.
I'll follow.
Orion?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right behind all you.
Just because I don't see
Oh,
your
it's
icon,
not moving your
sorry.
token.
No, it's
I
not
went
moving
too
your
far.
token. Yeah, it's not actually moving your token. It's a good thing that you said something. Okay. All right. Okay. So your surroundings basically vanish in a flurry of snow and ice. And when your vision clears, you find yourself standing at the edge of a similar looking but not the same camp under a very clear sky, meaning no blizzard or anything else. Every single warrior within the camp right now appears to be sharpening their weapon. So the camp, as you start looking at it, the camp is literally just a bunch of tents almost in a circle, with larger tents in the center of the circle and smaller tents on the outside. The camp is actually there's like this animal skin on the top of one of the larger tents, and in common it says Queen of the Tiger Tribe, Bjorn, and then it's Salsfidor, which I'll spell for you if you need to later, but it's complicated. So, um, and as everyone enters, everyone now has that snowflake over their head. It's a glowing snowflake. Everyone can see everyone else's snowflake. It seems like anyone else could be able to see this as well. So, but you're just in there. Everyone's sharpening their weapons, but no one's really paying attention to you because they all look like they're getting prepared for battle or something.
Grin is Grin's gonna look down at Elda and just say,
Yep.
"Take the charge, then, Kobold."
Yep.
Don't
That's
call her
my
that.
intention.
Don't call her that. You're better than that.
He can call me whatever he wants.
No,
Just let's get
he should
moving.
call you her-
Yes.
has a name.
So Elda will go for, I guess, whoever looks like they have the fanciest gear or something, and
that's probably the woman. Yeah, the woman that was in there, and she actually sees you in 2 seconds. Like after that, as you start walking, she actually like raises her voice. She shouts to everyone. She says, "Aurora has blessed us. The Frostmaidens and emissaries to watch our camp while we complete our mission." And they
that's what we're
all come over towards you.
Hello. Yes, we are emissaries.
She said, "Excellent, wonderful." She
May-
says, "We are about to attack the nearby Elk Tribe camp. We're going to steal their food. We might have to kill all of them." But she said she's going to be taking every single member of the camp with her, hoping that they can overwhelm their numbers. She's basically asking for all of you to kind of like stay watch of the camp.
Well, I'm sure we can take care of that fairly
yeah.
easily. May I know your name? Just out of curiosity.
And she tells you. She said it's Bjorn, and
Bjorn.
then she said it's Solvsgedor, which is very hard to spell. Yeah, and she does explain that they were worried because they were keeping their camp essentially completely unguarded, but now that Aurora sent emissaries, you can stay and guard the camp.
Well, I suppose we shall do just that, as emissaries of Aril, as you go on your raiding party trip. I wish you luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they she basically does like this rallying cry to there's only like 24 25 of these people in the camp at all. It seems like the camp is all adult men, adult women. There doesn't seem to be any children. And everyone's going to war. The women, the men, everybody. They're all. By the way, these are all barbarians. They're all human, but they're all like built like they're all like in amazing shape, built for war. Every single one of them. And
Do they
so
look like the same group of people?
they do look like they're similar. Yeah, it does look like this could be associated with the same type of tribes for sure. It's just that this tribe is called the Queen of the Tiger tribe.
No, what
But
I meant is, do they look like the same group of people from the last trial, like the exact same people?
no, they are different people, but it does look like by the style of the camps, these look identical to the Reged camps that you guys saw.
Gotcha.
They might be this Reged people. So the Reged, and you guys would know a little bit of this as you're going through and putting things together. It looks like there are barbarian tribes out in the frozen wastes that refuse to essentially live within 10 towns or whatever. That's probably what these people are. You've heard, everyone would have heard something about this at some time. If you know anything about 10 towns, you would know that there's been these people that from the beginning of time have decided they're going to live in like this isolation thing in the middle of nowhere and it's a barbarian tribe essentially. There's many of these within Faerun. And so these are just hardy people that have decided to live like this. Anyway, so they do so immediately after they leave though, so that it only takes them maybe 30 minutes or so. They get all their gear together, they leave out of it, they start their war chant. It seems like once they get out to a certain like you can still see them. This huge blizzard now is surrounding the camp. It's not actually affecting you as the blizzard is not inside the camp, but there is a giant raging blizzard as if there's a huge cyclone of blizzard outside of this entire camp now.
Well, I guess we just wait.
Right. Now,
you wanna like just like go in one of these tents and like just hang out or something? I know that Henri, you wanna read something of that book.
Yes.
Maybe we'll have time for that. Who knows?
all right. So does anyone want to do anything else while you wait?
Grin's just gonna sit on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna read as much. Like, I'm gonna start reading another Faerun history book into the magic item book.
Okay, perfect.
Do
No,
any of you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, do any of you have any just like spare parchment or something? I think I might just take up journaling or something. Practice.
I might.
I pull out 2 sheets of paper, roll them up, hand them over.
Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, Elda's just gonna journal, but in her encoded language. Oh, I should also teach you all my my cipher while we have time. So Elda will also probably first take time to teach everyone her cipher.
Okay.
I will actually maintain as good a watch as I can, but I will try to follow the cipher as well.
Yep. So this is what ends up happening. After several hours, nothing. Literally, you've been there for 6-7 hours now. They have not come back. As a matter of fact, I mean, you remember she didn't tell you how far away this tribe was or whatever, but no one has come back at this point. And you have now luckily everyone started to look and there are actual provisions here, so even if you couldn't magically feed yourself, there are actually enough provisions to last for what looks like several days. So they
Chris?
actually do have. Yep.
Just because we have time concerns of the god coming back,
Yeah.
Is this real time? Can I like look at my timepiece and know, or
Yeah, it's real. I mean, it does seem like it's real time. There's no way to get out of it too. So if you do want to
Yeah.
do anything before that happens,
We're
by
locked
all
in.
means,
Yeah.
let me know. Like after the
I
first
would-
hour, if you want to do something, let me know. Yeah.
just as I would be keeping that track on her ETA back.
Well, so okay, so fair enough. After the third hour, you start to worry. You start to get stressed because now you only have like 5 hours, 4 hours left. So let's retcon that to go
Abel,
through it
don't
because that is
worry.
important. So 6 hours though, and nothing's going to happen. You already know
Oh,
that. So, but
um,
anyway, after the third hour, what would you like to do?
Can I just ask? Does this count as another short rest?
Yeah, it would definitely count as another short rest because you're not
I'm
doing
gonna
anything.
use some hit die then.
Yeah, you totally can.
Don't worry, Abel. I'm sure this is
Well,
part of the test. This
I mean,
probably
yeah.
isn't real. It's probably like a minute on the outside.
We just need to wait.
If we're locked in here, we're locked in here. Just be aware that she might be back.
Well, yeah.
That's fine.
But I mean, all we can do is wait. I mean, they'll be back eventually. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a day trip kind of thing where, like, they'll be back, like, midnight or something weird like that.
Maybe they all got
Who
killed.
knows?
Okay.
Maybe.
So
I'm sure I'll be fine.
After the 6th or 7th hour, nothing. What do you guys want to do?
Do I notice any maps, journals, that sort of thing amongst their camp that would identify who they are? Maybe that I could link up with history of.
So it doesn't actually look like this people it doesn't really do a lot of written stuff besides their signs, but you are able to find, if you go through everyone's things, you have plenty of time, you don't have to do an investigation check on this. There are references to Regid heirs and other Regid tribes. You think that this is probably part of the Regid people.
Oh, before I forget, Abel, you have that, like, little puzzle thing. Do you mind if I play around with that for a bit? I need to practice on puzzles, plus I got a bit of experience with this kind of thing.
Which puzzle thing is that?
Wasn't it like the airship was a puzzle thing or something? Or
oh, yeah.
There was something else from the Yeti cave.
It's the airship.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, might as well take a look at it.
He seems uncomfortable with giving it to you just because he's interested in it a lot, but he can't think of a good reason to say no.
Yeah. So yeah, is there any, like, kind of check I need to make on that, or does just like...
it's an investigate. You can try to do an investigation check and see if you can go for it further. Yeah.
Am I gonna get guidance on that? Just
you also after the investigation check you need to do an intelligence check as well, but do the investigation check first.
Investigation with a D4. Let's hope that's a decent D4 because that is a mediocre roll on my part.
Yeah.
All right, so 13 is not bad, not good.
Yeah, you're not able to go for it in this.
And just a straight intelligence is a 17.
Yeah, because you didn't get the investigation check, it's not going to matter. You're not actually good enough to go through this. You can try again tomorrow, but for now, it's just above you. Yeah.
Can't figure it out for now. Abel, if you want to try taking a look.
What's that?
And so Abel, you can do the same thing. You can try your investigation check as well. So as we roll into like the 8 or so hours, 8 or 9 hours, now you've passed the point where Aurora will be back anyway. Do you guys want to do anything differently, or do you just want to stay inside the camp?
I mean,
let's just chill here.
We just stay. They asked us to stay, and I mean, we're getting on Aurel's good side by doing these, hopefully. So,
okay,
you know.
Abel, I forget, is the Modron working today or no? Or is it still out of
broken? So it's still broken. It has to wait 24 hours.
It was a 26 total investigation.
Okay, you're able to go forward. Just do a normal intelligence check to see if you can get past the next part, which you're very good at.
I'm just gonna keep reading as much as I can into the item.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elbow will probably take out her like crystal thing and just like look at it, like, wow, that is
total of 8.
Okay. Yeah, you get to it, and now you have a hint to this, which actually makes your DC go down, but you couldn't figure out so you figure out that there is pieces that move that you need to align, but you just couldn't figure it out today. You have to do it again, and now the DC is lowered for you anyway.
But
all right.
But before I forget, yeah. So yeah, Elda's just gonna like take out her crystal thing and just like look at it, like rotating around, just like looking at the light.
Yeah, you can.
We'll let like anybody else look at it if they want to.
Yep. So as you guys have this downtime now, the whole day goes without anything. You're gonna have to go to bed. Yeah. So do me a favor. Everybody make this is going to be a group check, but just do a wisdom survival check. Everyone do wisdom survival check. Yep. This is a survival. It's based on wisdom, but it's survival check. Yeah.
Well, that is mediocre.
Okay. It doesn't matter. You've already. Everyone has to roll still.
Hey.
You did fail it. Ooh, who got the 2?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
All right. So this is what. So tell me how you want to do your sleeping, watches, all that stuff.
I think
I would offer to stay up a little bit later and kind of keep a watch. Let's do shifts. I'm gonna meditate.
I'm gonna set up the tiny hut.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Nice warm place for us to be.
Okay, cool.
I'll take a watch after Kino.
Okay.
I'll take watch after Grin.
Well,
Okay.
let's
All right.
all huddle up and stay warm. Good night to you all, and I'm glad that so far things seem to be a little bit better.
Audrey, in the morning, if we have a few hours, I can start teaching you Draconic.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, I could help with that
Maybe.
too.
So just start with the basics.
Yeah, I can help with that too. If you'd want me to.
Okay.
Now we're doing tiny hut inside the one of their huts, or are we just outside doing this?
I was just gonna do it inside.
Okay.
So if we do it inside, just for a little bit of ambiance on ride, and make a small bonfire in the center, and sort of lean his staff into it so the crystal catches the light, and the constellations would appear on the ceiling of the tiny hut.
I love it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I try to figure out which constellation is.
I haven't seen the
The
constellations in so
stars.
long. It seems like we've been in this storm forever.
So the whole night goes uneventful until it's time for Grin to take his
Can I-
turn for the watch. Go ahead.
Before I go to rest, I wanted to do a detect magic just quick on my last patrol, just to see if there was any magical effects around in the camp to be aware of.
Oh yeah, you totally can. The blizzard is magic. The blizzard, you can tell there's a magical effect on this blizzard, but other than that, there's no magical effect on the campsite as you go through it. But the blizzard is magic.
Chris, this isn't like a charm effect, is it? Whatever's
No,
happening.
well, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you'd be immune to it, but no, it's not a charm effect.
Okay.
So anyway, so and where did you go? Like, if you're going to be doing watch, are you actually I guess you're outside the tiny hut, or you're inside the tiny hut?
I would just be awake inside.
Okay.
I would just be conscious inside of it.
That's fine. So Grin, as you go to wake up to do your time with the watch, Kino has vanished. Kino will have to resolve your part after this because I don't want to meta it. So Kino, you're gone. You're completely gone.
Oh.
So Grin, I assume you wake everyone up. This is going to interrupt their rest, but I imagine you have no choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I look around. I wake everyone else up. Like, hey, Kino's gone.
Wait, what?
What do you mean Kino's gone?
She was here and now she isn't.
Let's go see if there's tracks.
Yeah. Anu's gonna like walk outside the hut and start like yelling Kino's name.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, if you come out and make a perception check, there's no blizzard going on. It's a clear night sky, so it doesn't seem like there's any way for the tracks to be overcome. And as you do make, even in your standard passive perception, the only tracks that you start to notice are the ones that came into the hut. Someone now has to make an active perception check to see if they see anything else weird or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one person?
I'll roll.
Anyone can. Anyone can.
Bad roll. 8 total.
16.
Perception.
6.
Wait, it's dark out. Yep, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh,
Oh, hey, nat 20. Wow.
Nice.
Wish I had that earlier.
Okay, nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it looks like what ended up happening was it does look like it's possible that Kino retraced her steps when she was actually moving through the snow all the way to the back as if she was being like sneaky about this, and then doubled back maybe out into the blizzard.
Huh, that's... So it looks like she might have went off into the blizzard,
Now,
which...
now here's the thing. If that's the case, just do an investigation check to see if this is really what's happening, because that's what it looks like on first glance on your very perceptive.
Oh, that's
going through it. But
mediocre.
now,
wait, is that guidance? Should I assume that's guidance?
No, I don't get it.
anyone can do the investigation check now that you've
All right,
provided it.
that's a 13.
Now, would my 26 for perception be any better?
Oh yeah, so yeah, if you got a 26, you would actually realize that the prints that are going outside into the blizzard could not have been made by Kino, even though it looks like they, at first glance, are Kino in heavy armor and going through it. You are actually able to tell that. Wait a second, these look like they've been planted. They
I'll
don't
let
look
everybody
like
know
they're
that.
on actual tracks. Yeah, yeah. Nope.
Huh,
It looks like these
that's...
have been planted there.
Well, we don't know where Kino is. That's not a good thing. That's actually okay. Okay, it's okay, Elda. It's okay, Elda. Okay. I
I mean, this must be part of the trial, right?
yeah. Let's. Oh, I hate saying this. Let's go back to bed and hope nothing else happens.
If I rest up, I think I can do locate object in them.
Yeah, Kino's a strong person. I'm sure she'll be fine with whatever comes. I hate saying that.
You all get some sleep. I'll keep my watch out.
All right, thank you, Gren. And I guess we resume our long rest.
Yep. Yeah, so it'll just take you like an extra hour, but that's fine. So you are able to go through and wake up in the morning. The morning is uneventful. No one's come back yet. The blizzard is still going on outside. Yeah, if you want to try to do locate object, you can, Abel.
I can look in person.
Remember. Yep.
I apologize. I do not get it unless it's first level.
Okay.
Never mind.
You're talking about locate creature, right?
Yeah.
I was going to do locate object, but I don't.
Right. No,
get
no,
it.
I know, but I think the druid does have locate creature, is my guess. So.
Yeah, I do.
Women aren't objects, Abel.
Well, I mean, you can locate something like their shield or their armor or something.
Yeah, I made her shield. I know it well.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. As long as it's within 1,000 feet, you should be able to locate it. Yeah.
And then I will just switch out a spell real quick.
Yep.
So.
All right, and standing on the outside, I will cast locate creature.
Okay. Yeah, you're shocked to find that she must be far away because you can't locate her. Either that or there's like a river surrounding the camp or something. You would know that if there is a river surrounding the camp that's at least like, I think it's 5 or 10 feet wide, you can't locate the creature. But other than that, it's either she's more than 1,000 feet or there's a river surrounding this place.
Oh, actually, at the end of that rest, do you still need your pole arm, Grin?
I suppose not at this point. I have my new fancy great axe.
So, I don't think I've ever asked. How did you all, actually meet? I'm assuming that most of you didn't get resurrected by some. We still don't know how that happened, do we? Yeah, we don't know.
Nope.
I'm assuming the rest of you didn't get resurrected together. So, how did you all get together?
I apprenticed to somebody who was investigating a spooky, scary tomb, and then eventually I met up with these guys.
Huh.
I had been in the tomb with another party that all succumbed to it by the time they found me.
So tomb, but like, okay, where did the rest of you?
Well, you saw where Orion came from.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, Wait.
The only one left is Abel.
Yeah. So Abel, how did you end up?
I entered the tune with Kiono and Brother, and some others that we knew from some sort of dire adventures in that region at younger ages.
Huh. Well, I suppose that answers my question.
We
Where are
we,
you all
we
from?
entered the tune at the behest of the mayor.
Huh. So where are you like all from? Since if you went together. Sorry if I'm being like pushy or anything. I'm just curious.
From around Neverwinter, but I'm from much farther away.
I'm from just outside.
You probably
Baldur's Gate.
recognize I'm not like other people in Faerun.
From a place called the Trialta Hills.
Huh. I guess I might as well mention this myself. I used to, be a little kobold in the Underdark, got enslaved. I already told you about that. I eventually ended up working with the Sorcellers out in Daggerford, where I was there for. It was Daggerford, right?
Yep.
I want to make sure. Yeah, in Daggerford, and so I was in Daggerford for a while, did some stuff, and eventually ended up north on archaeological kind of stuff, which has been a bit sidetracked, but I know I may not look it too much, but I am a bit of a scholar. Hasn't just come up that
You
much.
seem like you know a lot.
Yeah. Well, guess we're waiting. Oh,
Okay.
I don't like this.
So nothing happens the entire day. Everyone's obviously starting to get a little worried, but they do not come back. They go through it. You're gonna have to go to sleep again.
Sleepy time. Oh gosh, I don't.
I guess I'll take first watch this time.
As you guys go through to start doing the are you gonna do Tiny Hut again?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go through to do Tiny Hut, now Henri, no matter how many times you cast it, it keeps getting dispelled. You don't know how. Worse, everyone's memory now starts becoming hazy from the first day.
Well,
it's a terrifying haze too, because your memory is becoming hazy.
When you say hazy, since the
Meaning
first
that
day,
you don't even remember now. No one remembers that there was actually like some nefarious thing that everyone knows Kino's gone, but they cannot remember for the life of them how Kino vanished, and they also don't remember anything about the tracks or anything else. But it's a terrifying thing because you don't remember.
But do we remember things that happened before we entered the trial?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I guess Elda's gonna, before bed, journal a bit of like, what went down today, what she talked about with people, and all that stuff. Also, did we get a long rest for the previous day?
Yep, you get the long rest. Yeah, you do.
Do we get another long rest?
You're going to get one in a second once you go to bed.
Yep. So yeah, Elda's just gonna like, journal down some of the stuff happening in maybe a bit more detail than she normally would, just because, yeah, memories.
I will have just been reading stuff into the book for just... I don't know if there's like a limit to how much I can read into the item. If there is, then at some point I would have switched over to trying to figure out the ring.
No, it's just one book a day.
Okay.
At some point I would have repaired the Modron, I guess.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
One thing that I just realized, it was a new day. Eldo probably would have tried working on that ship again if Abel would let her.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead and do your investigation check
investigation. Does that have guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for always asking, but oh,
just
that is
assume.
Yeah, it's not enough. Not enough. This is frustrating to you, but
yeah.
Go for it.
Oh wow, that's way better.
So 22. Yeah, 22 is enough to go forward, and you lowered your DC anyway. Go into your intelligence check to figure out the puzzle now. Now you can at least get into the puzzle, and you're like easily can get into it before, even though your memory's hazy from the day before. And then go ahead.
Oh, it just kicked. It was almost 20.
Hey,
It's a 7 total.
Okay, yeah, it's frustratingly you can't figure out the puzzle itself, but you know how to move it, and you're getting better at it. Okay, so what would we like to do going to bed?
Just
She can't cast
besides,
Tiny Hut.
can
You don't remember
Abel
like why you can't cast it or whatever. If that happened yesterday, you're not sure, but you can't cast it.
can Abel just tell Elda like how he got into like the initial bit, just for like
Sure.
future reference? So she's just gonna like write that down as a note for the next day. But yeah, I think we're just like staying in a tent, and Bear's doing the same thing as the previous day, except we don't have Tiny Hut. I guess that's what I'm assuming.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, everyone go ahead and do your group wisdom survival check.
Oh, that's a
wait,
nat
sorry,
one.
Chris. I just want to say real quick. When I did my portents yesterday, I did lower 6 to 5.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me if I have to re-roll them today for different portents, but I did do the.
You can just use those for the rest of the time if you want to.
Okay,
if
I just want to.
Yeah.
I will re-roll them because they were shit.
Okay.
But I just want to say that I did use the item, and
That's
I'm
fine.
going to be using them again on this next one. I just didn't want to interrupt.
My survival was a 7 total.
Who got the natural one?
That was me. That was Elda.
Okay, Elda, you're gone no matter what. So you vanish in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I did not make my survival. I got a 2.
Oh, it's killing me. This is killing.
All right, that's fine. So you guys wake up the next morning. Elda's gone. Kino and Elda's gone. You remember Kino, you remember Elda, but they are gone.
This may become a problem.
No one has come back to the camp yet.
Abel, we kind of have to trust in your big brain
message
here.
them or anything?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to what's happening here. Who knows? Maybe I meet Kino. Hopefully.
In the afterlife.
Yeah. Yeah,
See
I'll
you
start
in
writing
hell.
up the new character. I'll start writing up the new character.
I mean, should we search or Abel?
I think it's highly unlikely we'll find him.
If you search, you just have to go into the blizzard, obviously.
Yeah, Grin's really just looking to Abel because he doesn't understand what's happening, but he's hoping Abel does.
Do I feel like the timepiece would be reliable in getting me back here if we went searching?
I mean, sure. You would think it would be, yeah.
All right.
There's nothing. I mean, you don't need to see the place, but so even if it was a huge blizzard, you should be able to teleport back after everything you know about.
I mean, I've been sitting in this room for like 24 hours, 48 hours now.
Yeah.
I should be able to get back here. Why don't we tie off together just in case there's a blizzard and try giving a look for them?
I don't think we should go.
I tend to agree.
Why not?
I think this place is made up and it's fake, and the people who were in this camp when we came here said for us to wait. So I think waiting is the trial.
Okay.
That's fair. I think one by one we're gonna be taken, and that's isolation until the last person is here. And I don't know what happens then, but I think that we have to stay.
That sounds reasonable, and you would know this better.
I don't know anything. But that's my best guess, is that there's eventually there's going to be one person left, and that person's going to be alone. And they're going to be all alone, and they're going to have to stay here all by themselves. And not knowing what happened to the other people. And
I mean, it might work other ways, but that seems like a reasonably good assumption of how it might work.
So I don't think that we will pass the trial if we leave to go look for the others.
Okay. I could see where that could be a problem. We were asked to watch.
Very
they're
well.
okay.
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 All right. All right. So the next day does go by uneventful. Does anyone want to do anything during this time?
I'm going to read another book and work on the ring some more.
Okay.
Grin is going to, in his meditation, he's going to try to pray to one of the gnomish gods that he remembers.
Yep. No, you totally can. Well, what do you want to say in that prayer, though?
He's not really like, it's like just if he's just kind of throwing it out there, like, hey,
Hey
if
gods, it's
you're
me, your boy Grin.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything specific to ask for. It's just more like, if you can hear me.
Yep. Give you a sign kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead if that's the case. That and there's nothing else that anyone wants to do. We can make our wisdom group survival check.
I'll take another shot at the boat, but other than
Okay,
that,
go for it. Yeah, go for it. Yep.
And when I say I'm gonna like work on the ring, I'm gonna try and do the puzzle, like part.
Okay, perfect. Yep, cool. That's the same.
This would be for
That's just a Arcana check for you, or Arcana check for you.
What's that?
The ring puzzle.
So is it
God
23
damn it.
investigate, and the
Yeah,
intelligence
you didn't get any for this day.
Wow, I cannot get that intelligence.
It's fine. It's hard anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, same thing happens. You're getting better at it though, and you're decreasing DCs every time you make that investigation check, which is good. So
yeah, I'm nailing the investigations, but
yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so go ahead and let's do the group survival check.
It's gonna be me. Yep.
It's gonna be me.
Who got the lowest?
That's Henri with the 4.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Okay. All right, Henri. So you guys do wake up again. The days start to become more hazy and more hazy. As you wake up, Henri is gone.
Yep. Peace.
Grin is stricken with a deep sadness.
Yeah. So she's gone. And now we have just Orion, Grin, Abel. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope one of us
Orion,
can pass
Grin,
this. Like, we're not like chosen.
Grin is again gonna sit and pray and just, hey, I didn't get a sign, but if you can hear me, just make sure my friends are okay, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, Henri did tell us we should wait, so I guess that would still be her wish.
I didn't get anything from the item, right, after all that reading.
You will. You will, just not now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you will. Yep.
I'll just quietly work on my star charts, trying to figure out the anomalies that I've been seeing.
Yep.
All
right.
Did you guys ever see Mallrats?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the schooner in the picture, and it's not happening with this little tiny boat.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You want to try again, Abel?
Yeah.
Before you go to bed? Yeah.
That's not fair. I want to try more on the ring.
Yeah, that's a 24 plus, what do you call it?
This is the most long rest you've probably had in the whole campaign, I think. This is like
we're very well
fast
rested.
forwarding. Yeah.
So that was a 28 total on the investigation.
28 total is great. Yep. Go ahead and do your intelligence. It's gonna lower the DC again. Yep.
There we go. 17 total.
17. All right. You're able to finally figure out that you can take the little tiny figure and you can figure out where it fastens in. You have to click it a number of times, and it's like this puzzle where there's basically this object within the boat. It's an invisible maze for you, but you have to like basically take that invisible maze. It must be a metal ball or something, and go through until it slots right into the end. And then what it does, once you fix that, put that portion open, is it actually opens up all these other small little wooden tiles that allow you to basically in a grid like move them around. But you're gonna have to do that another day. It's a way
Okay.
it took you all night essentially before your long rest to figure that part out. So, but you're getting closer.
It's like one of
Yeah,
those ones.
this
Yes,
is
I
a
got
super
it. And you're
hard.
like, you know
Yeah,
where it
this is a
went?
super
Oh,
hard puzzle though. This is an incredibly hard puzzle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and do our group survival checks.
uh, 24.
26.
26, and then what's the last one?
21.
Okay. So everyone actually gets through that, and you guys wake up the next morning, and actually no one is disappeared. Everyone's there. You went through it.
Guess
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
Everyone's there. Yeah.
Well,
So at the end of so at the end of this day, like around at almost like what seems like it must be like nighttime. It's hard to tell, but you can still see the stars coming up and go through it, and it looks like it's nighttime. You see everyone from the party. Like first of all the members that were vanished come back in this like haze with the entire tribe. They come back with a bunch of meat and other things, and they explain to you. Bajorn actually explains to you that they found your party members literally wandering the snow in like a blaze. They couldn't speak or whatever. Everyone does kind of regain their senses. This is the fun part. All right, everyone.
Is this what the Greater Restoration was for?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
Oh.
I told you, Tyler.
Worse, because you rolled a 1 and failed. You were actually out in the blizzard, like alone, the farthest with the worst conditions. So you have to roll twice. So here's what I need everyone to do. Everyone roll a D100.
everyone?
Everyone that was vanished, sorry. You guys don't have to do anything. People that stayed, everyone passed this test. You'll see in a second. Everyone actually passed the test. As soon as everyone comes back, you know you pass the test. Your memory returns. You're gonna get transported back. Okay, 97. That's it.
What?
Oh, 97's the worst. Who rolled a 97?
I rolled the 97.
Oh my god! I hate this module. God damn it! All
Please.
right.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What?
So you roll another one too. Roll another one as well.
Oh, right. Oh, wait. Oh,
Higher
God.
Worse? Is higher
All I
worse?
can say,
Okay, so 23.
Okay. All right. I'll go in this in a second. God, this is the worst.
How do you roll a
Jesus.
custom? Sorry.
Yeah.
How do you
God,
roll a
it-
custom?
90
The
96 to
little
100
D20
is
symbol
literally
at the bottom left
worst
of
you
the
can roll.
screen.
There's
It's higher
only,
worse?
it's literally only a
D8.
4% chance of getting the worst one possible, and you're the only one that had to roll twice on top of it. God damn.
Oh
it.
shit, we have to roll twice. Hold on, sorry.
No, you
Wait,
don't
no,
have to
it's
roll
only
twice.
me.
El
It
did
was
Only
only
El
me.
did.
I got a
Anyway,
nat
so-
1 too, though.
Oh,
nat
God,
one is
there's
actually nat 1 is not so bad. So
there's no save on this. Oh no.
No.
there's
Kino got a
save.
nat 1 to
I just
disappear.
feel
I
like
also got a nat one,
Oh,
Chris.
you got a nat 1, so you have to roll twice then. I'm sorry.
Oh
Twice,
no,
Kino.
Kino, we're gonna be
Don't roll
something.
96 and above, please. God.
Don't worry.
You know,
26.
100.
All right.
Okay,
26 and a
well,
4.
All right. So 26 and a 4. Okay.
And I got
then
13.
Okay. So Henri. So let's do Henri's first. Anyone that rolled lower than a 15, the only way to keep yourself sane, meaning the only way to not have disadvantage on your spells and everything else, is you need to keep yourself drunk. You now have a form of indefinite. Now listen, you now have a form of indefinite madness that cannot be cured without things that you don't even know about yet. This is going to stay until it's cured with greater fucking restoration. So that's that. Yes. Worse.
Wait.
Just wait on yours. Just wait. So God, this is awful. Okay.
there's no save for any of this. Oh,
There's no
God.
save. It's written in the module. There's no save. So, outside of this too. So, the first one you got was a 26, right? You got a 26, correct, Elda? or was that?
I got a
Keenan?
23.
No, I got a
23.
26.
Okay, so also whatever so this is your least one. Whatever you find, you are keeping for yourself. So if you find an item for the next time, it's yours. You don't tell anyone. It's stolen. You literally, if you find
Oh,
a magic
no.
item that no one else can see, but that's not the worst. Your worst one is you have discovered that you really, really, really like killing people. And that's from
But
and
what
that is
changed?
now what's interesting what's interesting is you just killed someone. So what ended up happening was when you killed that innocent person, you discovered that you really like it. And now that you're a serial killer, you are literally like that is what you're going to become until this is fixed. You are going to have to fight that compulsion to go out and murder people. But that you've now discovered you really like this. This is private. Only Elda knows this. This is written in the goddamn module, but that you are now a
There's
serial killer.
really
Yeah.
there's
And there's no
this
way
is only
to
a survive.
yeah, and there's no way to cure from this. It's indefinite madness. That's why, because everyone that goes into the blizzard gets a form of
There's
indefinite
no
madness, and the only one, the worst one, a 4% chance of indefinite madness, is that you've discovered for what reason you love killing people. You've now
there's
become a serial killer.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. Greater Restoration does cure this, but no one has that and won't. Yeah, so until we level. So anyway, and plus, not only that, the characters will have to know this too. You're going to do your best to keep this from people. But anyway, what's the other roles?
Chris, would I be able to get mine in secret?
Yeah, you can get yours in secret, obviously. Yeah. But
Oh.
what did you roll?
4 and a 26.
You know, I wish I got mine in secret, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Not knowing's half the fun.
Okay, all right. Yep.
Well, no, I meant like I wish I had that serial killer
Well,
one in
to
secret.
be honest, I'm actually happy that yours isn't secret because if you play that right, that's fucking terrible. That's going to cause all kinds of fucking problems, but it is what it is. Because technically you start killing your own group and everything. Like this is a real thing. Like it's very hard to. This is the worst one by far. But anyway, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna get yours is actually awesome, Kino. So I will give you yours.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. So, Elda was the yandere all along.
Yeah.
Sorry, I preemptively jumped.
Elda was the yandere all along. What the heck? Oh, that is bad.
Chris, if you want, we could just jump into secret. I don't know if you're typing.
Yeah. It's fine. I was typing it up, but let me draw because this is a little more complicated. You got an interesting one, so hold on.
Well,
Watch as like she also becomes like yandere or something.
sorry, did I hear that correctly that he said that I have to get drunk?
Yeah.
In order to not have disadvantage on all of your spells.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I have to like compulsively take things. So I'm gonna have to position Elda to never be like taking things first and to always have other people there first. Because I just don't want to do that
It
to
doesn't
people.
mean we won't notice you do it. Are
Well,
you
no,
good
it's
at-
more so the way that he said it is if I find something first, I'm keeping it. But if somebody else finds it first.
Grin, can you like baby leash Henri when she's drunk, please?
There's
I don't know how
no
to play it. I don't know
save.
how to play a drunk person. I don't drink.
I'm just gonna keep you in the backpack.
When he mentioned that, I was really hoping there was like an int save or a whiz save.
No.
But oh god.
This module sucks. Why did we pick this module?
So anyway, yeah, I honestly wanted to do these secret until he got the stupid 97, and I was like, all right,
She.
yeah.
Elise is a she.
That's right.
Thank
So yeah, you're just gonna have to play it like it is, unfortunately, because I don't want to break any of this. I want it to be canon. I don't want to change this, but at the same time, you did get super unlucky. So yeah.
You know,
I mean, for how you said how you reacted to the 97, I expected it to be a lot worse.
Yeah, but I assume Elda's going to play this well, and it's going to cause problems. But yeah,
It's not
so we'll see.
I'm with a character.
Yeah. So Elda, this is how the mechanic works now. So the first 2 days you're able to suppress the urge of killing someone, but if you cannot find someone to kill on the third day, you're going to have to kill someone in the party, and you're going to try to do it in their sleep. So it's pretty bad. So the first 2 days we'll deal with it or whatever, and then we'll go through it. But again, Elda cannot tell you that she needs greater restoration or whatever. We just gonna have to go through that. So
Yeah.
now the good news is that this is happening to multiple people, so we can figure it out that way to some degree. But so Henri, this is pretty bad for you too. You do have to you are gonna have to keep yourself drunk. There are rules for being drunk as well, which suck. But if
Lovely.
you're not drunk, what ends up happening after after 9 hours, starting now, if you cannot get drunk within those 9 hours, you start to be basically like you basically go through the whole thing of being like afraid of everything, which means you have disadvantage on most things like attack rolls and other things. So you're trying to become drunk to go through it. Now, when you are drunk, there are things and that you need to also like go through. I believe you have disadvantage on perception checks. Let's see, drunk condition. I'll tell you right now. Oh, actually, you might be in luck.
What?
They're actually. Oh yeah, no. Yep, no. You have all this. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So, oh god. So yeah. So until this gets fixed, you are going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does lucky come into play?
Yes, you can still use lucky. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's actually very fortunate for you. Yeah, but so everyone's transported back at this point, and you do seem to be so able. Your timepiece goes back to the day that you were in, and you since you were doing the stopwatch thing, so you know that you
Yep.
still have some hours left. You're not sure
Okay.
if it's real or not or whatever. This, for all you know, this could be time travel. You don't know, but
Yep.
everyone has gone through, and you did pass this test.
Huh. Well, that was interesting.
All right. How long did that take us?
It looks like you were only gone for 15 minutes.
Okay, I
So,
will tell people that. Pardon me for a second. I have a phone call.
oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So how's everybody else doing?
Grin's gonna collect the three of them and just like, are you guys okay? Like,
You know, I mean, I shockingly, I feel fine.
So we wouldn't like feel that we had these effects until like later?
No. You're already starting to become paranoid and everything, Henri, but he doesn't actually take the mechanics don't take effect.
Okay.
You have 9 hours. You do have 9 hours,
Okay.
thankfully.
So Anu will say to Grin, I think something's wrong.
what something?
I don't know. I feel scared, but I can't tell you like what
Well-
I'm scared of.
We're
There's an
here to
edge.
protect you. I mean, worst case.
Kina's
Whoever's
gonna
like,
start walking back up the stairs.
wait, why are you going up?
I need something to drink.
We can get you water down here.
No, alcohol.
Was there alcohol upstairs?
What the heck?
There might have been.
Can you
Wait.
focus up? We have other trials to
Is
do.
is Kino an alcoholic? Did nobody tell me this?
So would I know that I also need alcohol?
Wait, actually, I've
Yes.
So,
you definitely want to drink. Yeah.
I think Kino was affected by the same thing as me because I also want to drink, but I hate drinking, so I don't know what's happening. I don't want to drink, but I feel like I need to.
You're all alcoholics. Okay.
Alcohol is gross, though. I don't want to drink it.
You're all You.
Oh dear.
Let's just get Kino and get on with this.
I guess I can make it taste like something else, but
I don't know what happened to you. I'm fine.
I don't
Like,
know.
So,
Well,
what went on out there?
So when everyone starts to think about what did happen, everyone was transported into the middle of a blizzard, and you were walking around, but you felt like you were like almost like in an embrace, because for some reason the blizzard didn't actually, like, you didn't freeze to death, number one, and number two, you felt like you were always fed and taken care of, but you were literally just walking in a circle, as if Ariel herself was like taking care of you, comforting you while you were in this blizzard. So and then once you left the blizzard, you realized that all the mental trauma, all the effects of you being in a blizzard and thinking you were going to die, and basically being terrified, all those came and like crashed into you, which is why you assume these changes have taken effect.
God,
do you three feel prepared to go on to the next trial?
I feel like I'll be fine. Yeah.
I think I'll be okay.
I
I
mean,
mean, you can sit it out if you want.
no, let's just go and do these.
So, Chris, sorry, just checking. Did I get 2 long rests or 3 long rests?
You got
Because
you do
on
not
the
get a long rest when you disappear.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get a long rest when you
Okay.
disappear.
I mean, really, like, it wasn't exactly pleasant realizing that I was out in a blizzard for days, but besides that, like,
Ryan, don't
I
forget
mean,
to reroll your cosmic omens.
I felt like I was being
Yeah, I'm
taken
about to do
care of
that
and
now.
stuff. Like, everything's, considering what's happened, everything's okay. I think we should just move on to this next one, and yeah, I mean, we have to get Kino first, which, what the fuck, Kino?
Grin's gonna go inspect the endurance door. He's not gonna open it or go in. He's just
Sure.
gonna go, look at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Which
I'll
one
let
is
you
that
move.
again?
It's this one here. This one right here.
What the fuck, Kino? You just ran up.
Yeah, Kino, you can move
Alright.
your miniature. The second
Yeah.
level is right up here. So second level is right there. So if you go up the stairs,
I
here
would
you
just
go.
try and go back into the dining room.
Yeah, you can do that. So you would be right. It's actually over here. So
Thank you to whoever gave you the giant twisted tea.
yeah. So if you're going through and looking for stuff, sure enough, in the ruins of this, there is frozen alcohol from the storm giants. It's frozen
Doesn't it?
solid.
Doesn't alcohol not freeze?
It freezes at a low enough
This
temperature.
apparently does, yeah. For whatever
Depends
reason,
on
this is
depends on
frozen.
how much
Yeah.
alcohol's in it.
And depends
Yeah.
on how cold. If you get cold
Cool.
enough, anything will
That's the way.
freeze.
I take it and I put it inside like the front of my breastplate to heat it up.
I swear.
You can, so you can. It's just gonna get a little messy. What do you want to do to, like? Because it's just these solid chunks. It's basically like solid chunks of like this ice, like material that you're taking out of barrels. These barrels were huge. It looks like it's some kind of wine mead like thing. But how do you want to try to heat it up?
Also,
I didn't. I thought it was
After
a barrel.
she's been gone for a little bit, Elda's just gonna go up there and be like, "What the heck?"
I am looking through my pack, and
Hey, Kino.
I have a
What-
bucket, and I'm gonna put him in the bucket.
You can. Yeah, you can.
Are you? What are you doing?
Oh, Elda. Hello.
What are you doing? Why are you feeling?
I
you feeling
just
like
need a drink.
Just fill the bucket and let's go.
Well, I'm just putting chunks in here.
Fine, I'll help you put chunks in if it'll make it go faster.
Thank you.
Anu's
Nope,
gonna
not
yell
saying
at the
anything.
stairs and be like, Kino, come on, we gotta do the next thing.
All right, let's go. You got enough chunks. You have
Okay.
enough chunks. Come on, Kino.
Yeah, you
I have-
guys can go back. If you go back down, you'll come out here. This side,
Look
yeah.
who I found with a bucket of alcohol. Do any of you have flasks or anything? Or like anything that's not a bucket to keep?
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
I start handing you
You
bottles.
guys do hear like something very heavy, like basically hitting the top part of going through, and then you see like all too quickly a giant waller slide down the frozen stairs, and he says, "Hey guys, I did a good job. I did a really good job, but I got bored. What'd you wait?
Eh.
What?" And he actually sees you like walking out of the room. He's like, "Wait a second. What'd you do that?
We were told to.
Who told you?"
Henri?
And he looks over at
Elda!
Henri, and he says, "Henri,
Well,
Henri."
no. I mean more so, Henri, who told us to do it? Like, Henri, who told us to do it?
It was a real.
Yeah,
Oh,
Auril
he was
give us
so
instruction to complete her trials.
yeah.
And it would be
We were
nice.
told to do this.
It would be wise if you helped us, for your employer is now ours as well.
What do you mean?
He says, "What?" He says, "What?" Says, "My mom did not even do that." And
No.
he's just gonna try to puzzle this out on his own. Go ahead and make a deception check though, for him.
All of us, since we're all kind of just.
Yeah, I mean, Kino's the one talking. Like Kino was the one that talked, like that actually said the whole thing. But you can help, although with.
Oh,
you can help
15.
in
Kino.
that case. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, and I'll use my Cosmic Omen on his roll.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What's the Cosmic Omen?
Cosmic is woe, so I just have to roll a d6 and you remove that off what he rolls.
Okay.
I could
all right,
also
cool.
point in it. I got a 3.
Oh.
Yeah, so
jeez.
his roll
on the
-1.
walrus. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, he got a 13, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Nice.
Aw,
That's better.
that's so
That
cute.
is better. Yeah.
I
Well.
love him.
Aw, walrus boy.
Colors.
What did you roll, Kino?
15.
Okay. He comes over to you, Kino, and he says, "What did she say?"
We have to complete her trials
Yep.
to gain.
Oh, that's
More
what the
favor.
doors are for. And he goes over and he looks at the doors. He says, "I've never gotten those doors to open."
Yeah, we're getting them to open. Just by walking up to them, they'll open up for us. They even have our names underneath them, so you know that they're for us.
Yeah, he starts sledding around. Oh, by the way, when you look back, it's Henri. It's your name on the door. But
Oh.
he
Isolation as well?
yeah, he slides. He starts sliding around.
Yeah, see,
And
names
he goes through.
under the door.
Yep.
Well.
He says, "Okay." He says, "Okay, I'm gonna watch you guys go in the doors."
Yeah,
He
you
says,
can do that if you want.
says, "Can I go in the door too?"
You know, considering what's inside there, I'd recommend against it, to be completely honest.
It would not be advisable.
Plus, if you're in there, who's guarding this room?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That is a
There
really
could
good
be
point.
other people without permission.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, let's just, we wanted to do endurance, right? Let's get this on.
Yeah.
All right, gather around. I'm going in.
Okay.
Before we go in, can we get a little bit of a bonfire to heat up these
What?
chunks?
Oh my god, just...
Oh,
Look,
you
if
can.
you want to stay here and fiddle around with your
I mean,
alcohol or
Henri,
whatever.
you would want the same thing. You would.
Okay,
Okay,
how about...
Henri is
how about
actually
this?
going to be trying to resist it. I'll take the disadvantage, but she like
Okay.
actively dislikes alcohol. It's
Okay.
like I've said it before, so she would probably take the disadvantage.
That's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
So what all that means is that you're going to be like terrified of everything. So
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
So, okay,
But
Oh, sorry.
Henri will actually reach into the bag of holding and be like, "Here, you can, when you melt it, you can put it in this." And she'll actually take out. Chester had a bottle of alcohol and his belongings. I checked the one note, so she's gonna take that
Okay,
out and
that's
hand
fine.
it over.
Yeah. And,
To Kino?
Yes.
Okay, Kino, you could just drink that then. If
She's
you
going
want.
to take it
Well,
and go, is
wait,
this perfume? And she's going to drink it.
It's
God.
perfume.
I was gonna say, like...
All right.
Oh, I'll just cut with my dagger a chunk of the ice off and just be like, just suck on this. Which, oh, wait, that's
Excuse
phrasing.
me?
What are you, a bard?
You-
Slowly.
Does she get a +5?
Phrasing, I did
I
not
take
think
a
about
swig
that.
from the bottle. I put it in my backpack,
Okay.
and I take a piece of ice, and I'm sucking on it as we
Okay.
go in.
God,
Alright, cool. Okay.
am I the only normal person left here?
Alright,
You're all
Grin.
acting.
I'm normal.
You wanted to go in and breach the
Yeah.
door?
Yeah,
Okay.
he does it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's move on to this.
And timer.
Yep. Yeet.
Yeeting on him.
Hyperspaced into it.
Yeeting on him.
So everyone else
Bye,
has
Andrew.
noticed.
No,
Has anyone else?
Angajoka's
Lee,
the whale.
Lee, you're gonna stay outside?
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
no.
bye
No,
to
I'm
the.
coming.
I'm gonna say bye to the walrus. I don't remember its name at the moment.
Okay. Yep, he says bye.
We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Yoden on him.
He's,
I did not expect to hear that sound clip today, Grim.
I
Alright,
didn't either.
So he does you as you guys see like vanish and teleport out, you guys see the walrus looking at the door as if he's really thinking about he really wants to go badly, but he does decide that he's not going to go in with you. And all right, so hold on.
God, I am terrified.
Yeah, I do actually wish now, I guess, that I hid your things from you. The only thing is I'm just so worried about yours, but I guess we'll see what happens. But
So
I take that character when you fail, just as FYI, and it's like the worst. So
You know,
yeah. Anyway.
Henri will have her neck snapped yet.
there's really. That seems like something that would be like an intelligence save.
Nope. You can look at
That
it
is-
yourself. It's not.
Wait, where
Henri
is it?
seems fearful.
It's on the indefinite madness thing in the module.
Ah.
You roll on the indefinite madness table.
Oh, I'm
And
talking
literally-
about the blizzard thing.
No. In the module, it's built as a group survival check. So what ends up happening is anyone who fail. So as a group, if anyone rolls lower than a 12 the very first time, it starts, and then it goes up and up and up and up and up, and the lowest person to roll leaves unless you roll a 1, which means you get 2. And so what ends up happening is that once you leave, you have indefinite madness. There is no save. So once you're in the blizzard that Aurora creates, she gives you indefinite madness. Then you have a 4% chance of becoming a serial killer.
So just checking, if we had left to go look for the people and we entered the blizzard,
You would have failed the trial.
Okay.
Yep.
Henri seems fearful, is how I would read that.
yes, I am like I'm checking shadows. I see things out of the corner of my eyes. I'm very
Okay.
like scared of everything.
There are other things that can suppress madness, by the way. You guys just don't know about them or even have them. That's the worst part. So
I don't think Grin would have the
alcohol.
perception to notice a change in Henri.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know-
of course, yeah.
Well,
I've
she is
already
going to be
noticed-
like sticking to Grin's side and like not leaving his side.
Yeah,
He's
he
never
would
seen Kino
absolutely not.
he's never seen Kino so adamant about getting alcohol, so that's a little strange to him.
Yep. Oh no, totally. You guys have that, of course. Yeah.
And Elda, of course, he knows nothing.
Yeah, Elda's look seems normal. Elda seems
Yeah,
like
Ryan's oblivious to this.
Yeah.
I've already started to notice something with someone, and I'm not gonna say something about that something, but I certainly notice.
I know you're talking about me, Elda.
No, I'm saying this out of character.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
All right,
Well,
anyway,
I mean that is the person that I'm talking about, but yeah.
I mean, once she gets alcohol in her, she's kind of just very blank-faced.
Sorry guys, I'm just bringing up the second one. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay, so the same thing happens. Your surroundings vanish in a flurry of ice and snow, just like last time. But this time, when your vision clears, you see yourself in a raging snowstorm again, standing on the edge of a tribe's camp that's in the process of being dismantled. The nomads all around are working really feverishly to tear down their tents and pack everything into their dog sleds. Few of them do spot you and brandish your weapons, but a tall figure standing among them calls out, "We shall not let down and die for your pleasure, emissaries of Earl. Begone, vultures." And the man that comes back to you looks like he might be the leader, and he says, "I am Jurand."
Grin's gonna, step forward to the front of the group.
Yep.
We have no interest in stopping whatever you're doing here.
He says, "Well, you have that symbol above your heads, which means that you are from a real, are you not?"
Yeah, we are.
He says,
We
"Well,
are, but we have no interest in hindering you in whatever it is you're doing here.
he
What
says we're
are you doing
leaving."
here?
He says, "We're
All right.
leaving. This whole area is cursed, and we can't find food here. Whatever. If we stay, we die. We need to march.
That sounds like a
We're
good
gonna
idea.
go. Yeah, we're gonna go to a place that basically has better resources for us."
Yeah, I support that. Do you guys need help?
He says, "Actually," he says, "if you could come with us and make sure that everyone is safe, maybe even be like bodyguards, but and just endure the entire march over to set up the new camp," he said, "that would be appreciated."
Mm-hmm.
We
Uh,
do that pretty well. He
Yeah,
kind of looks at the rest of the group like, yeah, you guys?
yeah, we could do this. I mean, we're literally
think that
sent
would
here
be
to help
good.
you out with whatever you need, so.
Okay.
Grin's gonna tentatively approach.
Okay.
He's not 100% sure this guy isn't gonna just draw weapons on him as soon as he walks up to him.
No, of course, no. He does seem like he sincerely does want your help.
As soon as he's
I mean,
within range, he's gonna hold out a hand to shake.
Yep.
Like, I'm not armed. Shake my hand.
Okay. All right.
Does the guy shake?
Yeah, he does. He shakes your hand. He says, "Fine." He says, "Let's move." He said, "This blizzard's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse."
And
Well,
what's your name?
He said, "Gerund." He
I'm
says, I'm the king of this entire tribe." He says, "We're part of the elk tribe."
Well, I'm Grin,
is
and I'm an emissary of Auril currently.
Yep. And he says, "No." He says, "Damned a rill in this huge blizzard storm." But he said, "If you can help," he said, "maybe that'll change some of the tribe's thoughts of a rill. So, fine." And then he
We'll
says,
do our best.
"Also, we would never attack you anyway. We can't afford to bring a Rill's wrath upon us." So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, real talk, I'm not that afraid of you, so.
he looks at you as if you're threatening him, but then he thinks better of it, and he says, "All right, let's march."
mhm.
All right.
Alright,
So
on we go.
the first 8 hours of this march are pretty uneventful, and everyone can endure this going through it. Now, Henri, now that you're attuned to the ring, you are not going to have to do this. Gren, since you don't basically get affected by cold weather, you don't have to do this either. However, now, and you're going to have to make a total of 7 checks to go through this. Everyone needs to make a con check for each hour that they're in. And each time you fail, you're going to do a level of exhaustion. Worse, only magic items are working in this. Any spells you cast, they do not work. And once you do an arcana check, I'm going to give this to you, you'll find that there's this very strong anti-magic field in between and surrounding the entire blizzard. So your magic items are not affected, but any spells you would try to cast or any effects that you would have due to magic to help with this con save is not going to work.
Quick question.
Question.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll
So,
probably
oh,
come up. Flash of Genius, I think is I don't know, is that a magic or is that a skill?
No, Flash of Genius is a skill, I believe. Yeah.
so
Just
are
that
these
card
con
check to help you.
are these con checks or con saves?
These are Constitution saving throws.
All right.
Sorry.
Does
Yeah, they're con
Kino's
saves.
aura still apply since that's a class feature and not like?
It's that's what I'm looking up right now.
All right.
What is the name of your class feature? Because it just
It's
has to see if it's affected
called
by anti-magic field. I believe it is affected by anti-magic shield
Aura of
or
Protection.
anti-magic field. Yeah, aura of protection is.
It's a paladin ability.
Yep.
Yeah, add your charisma mod to all saving throws to you and your
guys,
allies. within
it
10
doesn't.
feet.
It's actually only a Real's magic item is saved. All your magic items are actually a mundane items now,
Oh,
except
that's
for Aurel's items. And no, it actually says within anti-magic field that your magic, like your class abilities, are also non-existent. That is correct.
Is the ring an item of Auril?
ooh.
Yes.
That's...
Yes.
So these
Yeah.
are 7 of these.
Yeah. The only ones that are not affected are Aurel's items themselves, and
One.
she's the one doing the anti-magic field.
2. Well, that's
I got a question.
You just have to save to 1, so and not die. But if here's the other thing that's very punishing about this. Theoretically, you can die from this, so be careful.
7. All right. Well, there's 7 saves.
All right, awesome. So
Nice.
so this is the way the thing works. So go back to the first one. The first one is just a DC 10, and then the second one is a DC 10 plus 1. The second one's a DC 10 plus 2. The other one's a DC 10 plus 3, and so on. Yeah.
So wait, am I making the con saves too now? Because technically my storm aura is
If it's a magical effect, then the anti-magic
class
field
feature.
suppresses it. If it's a class feature and it's something you're born with, this is not dispelled.
well, I
But if it
wasn't
specifically
born a
says,
barbarian.
yeah, that's a good point. What am I saying? That's a good point. What is the class feature? And I'll tell you. If it's a magical, it depends on if it's a magical ability. I think it is, but
It falls under his storm aura.
oh yeah, then it probably is definitely a
Failed,
magical ability.
pass,
But hold on,
Fail. Pass.
no one failed 7 times, did they?
Not 7 times.
Let me try.
No.
Is
So
it
hold
con
on.
save?
Yeah.
what do you say the saves were?
So the first one is DC 10, second one's DC 11, and then so on. It goes up and
Alright.
up and up.
So.
I'm finding out right now if Storm Aura works or not. Storm Aura. This is strange. Storm Aura may not actually be. It is Path of the Storm Herald, right? That you chose, and Storm Aura is
Correct.
in Path of the Storm Herald. Yeah.
Yes.
No. It is a magical aura. You don't get it. It says
Okay.
right in it. Yeah. It's a magical aura. While you
I mean, I'm still
rage.
pretty good at con saves, so
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
that's 4 fails.
Okay. God. All right. So you got 4 fails, Elda.
Yep.
You are coming back with 4 points of exhaustion.
Oh, that's. Ooh.
Yep. Yes.
Ooh,
Aren't you guys
that
glad you
is-
did the trials?
Oh boy.
Wait, when we're out of this, Kino can remove those though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with lay on hands, I can
She
remove
only
1
has.
with 5 points.
Yep.
I can remove 7 total.
I
Thank
failed
God,
3.
thank God no one died outright in this match.
That's
Yeah.
So crazy.
You know,
I
You'll
failed.
see though that she does at the end of the day. The boon is absolutely freaking amazing, but these are hard trials, guys. These are not
Well-
like yeah.
I failed 3 of them.
Okay, so you have
I
3
failed
points of
2.
exhaustion.
what do I get for?
Do I
Ooh,
think
ooh.
that like trying to do the puzzle of the ring would affect it like being attuned to me at all?
No.
Okay, then as I'm walking,
I
I
mean-
just am gonna be trying
And
to.
like Henri and like Henri's like exactly. And on top of this, like everyone's looking at Henri and she's totally fine. It's because and you would know this, you would get this. It's because it's a real made this item. So she's specifically allowing you this blessing. So
Oh no, we're gonna be unattuned to these. Actually, would we? But are we
I
still
think they're
attuned
just
to the
being
items?
suppressed. You don't
Yeah.
get
You're
unattuned
not.
to them.
You're
Okay.
not unattuned to them. Yeah, especially because this is an anti-magic field. That's not like a permanent thing. This
Yeah.
is just in the blizzard. Yeah.
So, looking at it, we probably Elda would be fine so long as she just has one level reduced.
I
She'll
will say-
have.
Okay, I can do that. I would actually probably reduce. How many did we lose altogether early on? I guess.
Elda failed the first one with a 9. She just needed literally one more.
All right, yeah. So early on, yeah, I'd give you one. I'm just trying to think how it would go.
How would
I'd
you
give you
give me
plus
one?
5. Plus 5.
He's
Oh,
wait, no,
'cause-
no. Flash of Inspiration is a classic feature. I don't know if it would be you would be able to use it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. No, but
I think
granted,
I
you can do it
I-
after you come back
I just
anyway. You don't have
need
to do it
advice.
now. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Abel. But also, it doesn't matter because we can wait until after this is done. So let's resolve this first.
Yeah.
After the end of the march.
Well, no, he's saying that you would use his Flash of Inspiration to add 5 to the roll when she made it.
So yeah, so she
I
wouldn't fail.
I don't know. I don't know either. Actually, Abel. Let's see. Flash of inspiration. It'll say right in the thing. That's the good news.
Flash of genius.
Flash of genius.
Sorry, I keep thinking it's Flash of
Flash of
Inspiration.
Genius.
You
It'll
flash.
say
it.
do my
right in
eyes
the,
go away?
Thing if it's.
This is base 10 plus 1
Yes,
for
your
every
eyes would
roll.
go away. Yep, your eyes would also go
Ooh.
away. Yeah.
Oh.
That's no good.
Yeah.
So Chris,
Alright.
it's 10 plus 1 for every roll.
It's the first roll is 10. The second roll is 11. The third roll is 12. The fourth roll is 14. The DC keeps going up every hour.
Yeah. So, yeah, if Abel can, then I mean, I'll
I would
have.
do it early just to make certain.
Yeah,
No.
like my first one is like the only like early one that I failed, and I mean, that's the one I'm most worried about because that's hit point maximum halved. Because Elda disadvantage for Elda isn't a huge deal on attacks anyways. On saving throws, that's kind of nasty.
Don't worry about any movement because
Yeah.
you could just ride my bag. As long as
Yeah,
you
I'm finding
this-
out right
my
now
throat.
though if this is covered or not.
I'm not so worried about speed half. It's just like the hit point halved is the one I'm really worried about, and if like then Kino can get rid of the saving throw thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I just
And-
failed 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks isn't too bad.
Chris, can I make an Arcana check to figure out more of the ring?
You can.
Yes.
And that's just 1 point of exhaustion.
So what happens to Elda exactly?
Stupid.
I'm curious. With anti-magic.
What do you mean?
I'm just interested to see. Kino's interested to see with the warlock stuff.
She's drunk.
Elbow.
Ignore her.
You'll see. Yeah.
Elda looks like Elda, I'm pretty sure, unless.
No, he's more talking about because like your staff is in that and all that stuff, but you'll see
Oh.
later. Yeah.
Wait, oh no, you'll see later. That means there's actually something. Oh god.
Man, what is going on with D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond, everyone.
God. We only have one more trial after this, right?
Yeah, Ovation.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have to wait until next. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that.
All right, here we go. Okay. So you gain the ability comes no yeah, Abel is 100% correct. This is not a magical ability.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's not a magical ability.
He just projects his brain waves.
It's the power of mansplaining.
So-
That's exactly
Disgusting.
what like he's basically telling you how to basically
Your
help
vibes are
go through
rancid,
the
sir.
effects. He's like
Yeah.
going through and being like, yeah, you just slow your heartbeat and like he's doing like all these things to like get you guys to be better at this, and he's just constantly rattling it off. Yeah, it is not a magical ability. It's just Abel's amazingly intelligent and is helping.
This is bullshit.
That's super powerful in cases like this too, man. That is crazy
Fucking
powerful.
bullshit.
Actually.
I quit this game.
like you're under an anti-magic field, which is one of the worst things you can be under in D&D, and you're still able to do that. That's pretty awesome. So yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, he's probably explaining
Yeah.
how to not rely on magic, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, and how to not like freeze to death and exactly. Yeah.
Well, So who are you giving the flash to?
So
Elda
who
has-
failed the first
It,
round?
it is a reaction, so you have to. It's only once every like once you do, like only one person can be saved by it.
I failed
obviously, but-
the first.
All right, so I will save you.
Okay, so I only have
Second round.
3. That's not so bad.
Second round, who failed? All right, I'll use one. Third round, who
Yep.
failed?
Uh,
So just to
the
save some
next
time,
time. By the way, the next time I'll allow it this time since this is so punishing. But the next time you have to tell me before they make the roll, which is fine. But I know we
And
kind
just
of
as-
did
Oh
this all
no,
at once.
it's actually after.
It says when I read flashing, it says starting at 7 level, you gain the ability to come up with a solution under pressure. When you are a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use a reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier. You regain expended uses after you finish long rest. I don't see where it says you can do it after the roll. Yeah, I'm reading it right from D&D Beyond.
And they make that. I guess it depends how you do that. If you want it that way, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it should be before the roll. You have to like pick the person and go through it. Yeah.
And
I
just
I took that as when you make the roll, but before you know.
It says because it explicitly says when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can then use your reaction, which is 1, to add your intelligence modifier to the roll. You can use this feature a number of times using your intelligence modifier, obviously, but that means it's just like portents. You have to like say like obviously like
it only just says like makes an ability check. It doesn't specify the when of it. Because if it mattered the timing, I think it would mention it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so.
We'll go by that. We'll go by that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll look it up in another point, see if there's any
Yeah.
further. But you're the DM.
You can, because you're using your reaction to do it, so it's in real time. So you're actually using your reaction. Because I think that's right. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction. Yeah. So technically you could use it after the person fails. That's correct. You just have to say who you're using it on with your reaction. Is that what you're saying?
That's what we're
I'm
doing
saying.
right now.
I'm
No,
dumb,
that's what I
dumb as
mean.
I
You just have to.
can.
What I'm
So
saying is,
first round.
yeah. What I'm saying is, in this case, because everyone made the saves,
Mhm.
you can go through with like if one person fails or whatever, you can use that, but you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to pick like oh I'm gonna because this person failed and this person failed, but I know it's gonna be worse for this person. I don't think that's how it's written.
No.
But
No, we're not
yeah,
even
okay.
doing it that way. We're just
Gotcha.
going this from like the beginning
Gotcha.
to the end. So we're just going it by each round who failed.
Gotcha.
Hour
Okay, in that
one,
case it's
who
fine then.
failed.
In that
Yeah.
case it's fine.
He'll
Yeah.
go to the weakest of those who failed. Who
That's
Yeah,
failed?
fine.
so
Yeah, that's fine.
anyways, we are on the 3rd round and no one said anything.
Okay, that was a good
none of
round
my
for us.
fails would be
Fourth round.
successes with a +5.
I have one that would have been a success, or with a +5. Let me see.
Yeah, same.
Let's see. There's one that was a 12 that I think the DC was 13.
Okay, so what round was that?
That was
Hour. What hour was that?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Or no,
3.
4. Sorry.
Perfect. 4. Did anyone else fail
Yeah,
on
4?
4?
On 4. Nope.
So take it, Kino.
All right, cool. I'm only at 1.
Okay.
5th hour. Did anyone fail? Guess not. I'm gonna take that one. And there was 3rd we didn't do. 6th hour.
Elda failed that one.
All right, so take that one. And that's all.
Yep.
Of mine.
And I think that makes Elda pass. Yeah.
That's all of mine.
So Elda only failed
Chris,
2.
would I have gotten the long
failed
rest
2.
off before I disappeared? Before?
Did you disappear the first time or the second
Yes.
time?
Yes.
The
I
first
disappeared
time,
the
no,
first.
you do not get a long rest. Yeah, you only
Okay.
get a long rest if you disappear the first time.
Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. I'm still at 21.
Ooh, ooh. Well,
I'm 21 and like 3 drinks deep.
Elda's shockingly fine if that's all that like happens. So, although
And that was,
Elda, sorry.
each failed roll was an exhaustion level, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, Chris, I got some questions later after the session.
Yeah.
Things.
By the way, Jeremy Crawford, this is interesting. So I just looked
What?
this up. Jeremy Crawford actually said there's a reason why Bardic Inspiration says the creature can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use Bardic Inspiration die. When using a reaction, it has to be before.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
That sucks.
now
But
we know
yeah,
for the future.
yeah, but that's fine. Yeah. So because it's using a reaction, apparently it has to be before.
Okay. And that's before the dice are rolled?
You just have to choose who you're going to use it on. Yeah.
Before the dice are rolled or before it's determined.
It says, he says, there is a reason why Bardic Inspiration says the creature can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration dice, which means as a reaction, it must be before. That's all he says is before.
Well, that's
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
cool. So, yeah. So, I guess what happens at the end of the march?
Right. So as you guys get through it, they actually are able to set up camp in the new area, and he thanks you, and you do teleport back into the main room. And we are actually at time, everyone. But we do get back into the main room. The walrus is still waiting for you. Same thing, Abel. You notice it's the same amount of time as past 15 minutes.
Quick question. Elda had her Constitution score lowered by that.
Yep.
Would she regain the hit points that are gone, or not gone, like lowered, or is she at like her base hit points that she got lowered to because her con got lowered?
Because she has
She's
a magic item that raises her con, so her con would have been lowered.
Right.
So yeah.
No, that's a really good point. I think what it would end up happening is once your magic item gets reactivated, you'd still get those hit points back, so
They
you
come
can
back, yeah.
yeah, so you
All
can
right.
take them back. Yeah. That's exactly right. Just out of curiosity, guys, because would it have been, even though it's more detrimental in the future, so I know, like, because there might be things that are even more detrimental than this, would it have actually been better for me to do those things in private, even though they're terrible? Like, for instance, because now you at least kind of have a hint to use Greater Restoration once you get it.
Yeah.
Had I done that privately and actually had Elda kill someone, would that have been better?
I think when it's that severe, you could do it out in the open.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think
just
you.
because I
sh-
knew mine was
I
slight.
think you should have asked Elda. I think it should be the
Yeah.
choice of the person who has the effect.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think if
Yeah, that's
Elder
fair.
had
That's fine too.
decided, like, oh, everybody should know about this, but if she had been like, I think that
The
only I
problem,
should
though,
know
is
about this.
the problem though is that that's actually kind of not a great thing, because Elda could affect someone else greatly. She could literally
yeah,
kill someone.
but
That's the problem, right?
but
Like, so it's not just Elda's
I
call,
mean,
it's like the group's call.
as
but it would
Elise,
have been like when Grin became Evil Grin.
I mean,
It's the same. It could have been the same consequences, and that was done in private.
as is
That
like
is true. The reason why I did that one in private, Grin, is because at the very least you have some control over the fact that, like, we had a whole, like, setup and I went back and forth with you,
I mean,
and I trusted that was fine. This is literally just Elda as a serial killer.
you said that like she just enjoys killing like just people, so
Yeah.
she can still like determine like when's an appropriate time and such. It's not like she
Well,
has
kind
to
of,
start.
except for
Like, she,
after the third time going through it, though, you have to enact it. So you have to find a target. And if you
Yeah.
can't find a target, it would
but
unfortunately be somebody in the group. But you could
It-
find a target. Yeah, you
There
could
is a
very
safety
easily find a
valve for
target.
that, though.
oh no, I
There
just thought of
is.
something
There
really
is
messed
actually
up.
many. I don't want to, like, meta this for you guys, but there are several different ways to
I
fix this. Not just Greater Restoration.
I
There
just
are
thought
spells that do specific things to help with this, but again, I don't want to meta that
Well,
too much.
also just a
Yeah,
passive insight check might,
that's right.
sort of turn it out.
Well, it's especially that is true, and that's why I want to know in the future, because things like this will come up
Yeah.
again. I know they will, maybe worse. So, I mean, is it better to do it in private and just let it play out?
We can
I'm
figure
fine
that
with
out on like
I don't
we'll do
know.
it case by case.
Yeah.
But I just realized something really messed up. Should Ellen not be able to get somebody, she does actually have something that's semi-disposable that she
No,
can
I
just
know.
kill over and
No,
over
Chris,
her familiar.
and she would do that. Yeah, no, that's what I was about to tell you as
That
well.
is so
Yeah,
messed
it
up.
wouldn't satiate you forever, but that's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you started dissecting it and picking it apart and stuff, yeah, that would
That
work
is
too. Yeah.
You said this was long-term madness, correct?
Oh, it's infinite madness.
Okay,
It is,
never mind.
it is forever kind of thing until you figure out how to get rid of it. And this is not something. That's why it takes a very specific spell that's high level, because
Okay.
the other madnesses that you can get that are already in the DMG can actually be cured by lesser restoration. So this one cannot be. This is, by the way, this has been in the game forever. This Infinite Madness has been in the game since it started. This is the first module that's really using it. Chardalyn does the same thing, by the way, guys. Chardalyn's also the same kind of thing, but you have to have it for a long time. And basically, the game gives you a bunch of hints on why you shouldn't be an idiot. But this is just a, hey, I failed a random save and now I'm a serial killer.
I still find it wild that it's just you fail the survival save and
That's
there's
all it
not
is.
like.
There's nothing else. Yeah, you fail the survival change and now you have Infinite Madness. Yep.
God,
That's
when we're
really
out of
fucking
this,
punishing.
Yeah, I feel like
that's
there
why
should have
it's so
been
easy
one
in the beginning,
save
by the way.
before
That's
that.
why it's a DC 10. That's why it's a
when we're
DC
out
10
of-
in the very beginning. Yeah.
when we're out of this, I'm gonna have to like read that passage because I am like,
Yep.
just as like Elise, that feels like the kind of thing that like
That's brutal. I feel like there should be one more save after it or something.
like
Yeah.
are you completely sure?
Yes, I am completely sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll read
Wow.
it to you. It's
All right.
here. Hold on.
Oh, also, because I don't know when this will come up, but next time we get downtime, I might have already, depending on what we were doing during the long rest in isolation, I'm just gonna start working on the scrapbook.
Okay. Awesome. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to
Yeah.
do checks for that or whatever. Like,
Sorry about like being like just like so confused by this, but it's just like usually when something like this happens, there's something else like that
No,
you
it's
can
because
do.
it's a test from a god. They're like not
Yeah.
doing it. But again,
Like,
the thing is that
so
this whole thing is like that too. There's other things that you could
Yeah.
die within the first like 3 levels.
What
in
does
this,
it
but
like
hold on.
say? Since I'm just curious, since
Yeah, I'll tell you. No, it's no big deal. I'll tell you. It's
Yeah.
like I said, I didn't write this anyway, so trust me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
gonna be
find it
offended,
wild, which is why I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So hold on. Trials. Test of isolation.
God, what a wild session. We hit so
And-
many points.
Come on, let's speedrun the last one.
God.
Oh,
And I mean, there's a part of me that
Oh,
wants
and
to, but
by
like,
the way, because it's so because it's so incredibly punishing, I actually nerfed it, but I'm gonna copy and paste this because it's actually supposed to be +2 for each day. I just did it as +1. But after every 24 hours spending guarding the camp and straining the survival, all members must survival check. DC did it when you do this. Here you go.
Now that has specific ways on how to run it, or
No, it's just that going through it. The only thing that I am actually confused about is
typically
the
group checks are an average, aren't they?
So in this case, it's anyone that gets under anyone that gets under the 10 fails it. But
It's supposed to be an
yeah.
odd week man out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, just let me know where you post the passage if you're just pasting it, or if you're just DMing it to me.
I'm pasting it right now. Yeah. What's interesting though is the I'm putting in general game chat, but let me show you the rest of it. Hold on. It didn't copy the whole thing.
That doesn't say anything about the insanity part, so...
No,
oh,
I
you said
know.
you
It's the
didn't
second
copy the whole
part.
thing, yeah.
It's not the second part. Yeah. I have to copy it, the second part. Hold on.
There's always just snipping tool. That's usually what I use when I'm just taking a snip of text like this.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I might have actually fucked this up. Hold on. Let me see. The Infinite Madness table says right in the DMG guide that anyone that's affected by this has to roll DC 15 saving throws. So why isn't that in the fucking mod? Hold on 1 second. We may be able to retcon this. Hold on. Let me see.
I mean, there's a part of you that, like, is very...
So
There's
it's
part of that
interesting.
wants us to
It doesn't actually say this in the module, but when I look at Infinite Madness, because it links you to the Infinite Madness in the DMG, which is why I can't snip it. I'm trying to do it right now. But right in
Wait.
that module, it says make a DC 15 saving throw.
Oh, you can screen
If
share.
on a
Oh, yeah,
on a
I know, do that.
failure, roll on the Infinite Madness chart. So hold on.
I mean, you can
see.
also do a screen share if you zoom in on the specific bit of text.
Yeah. Here, hold on.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, there's part of me that wants Elda to still have the, like, the traits she has, just because I feel like I can play those as, hidden, to say the least.
Yeah, I think this is wrong. But see, it says in the Dungeon Master's Guide, it says right in the Dungeon Master's Guide that Infinite Madness is something that's only affected by a DC 15 Wisdom save. So I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine if we want to go through that and just do the DC 15 Wisdom save. I think that's actually more fair.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because that feels a bit more balanced.
Yeah, because here's the thing: short-term madness and long-term madness don't even have that as a listed effect, but Infinite Madness does. So I think that's actually fair.
You don't even have to retcon anything. You just give them the save now or off.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
If go ahead and do the save.
Elda was next to Kino when she came out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and do the save. That is actually way more fair anyway. Go ahead and do the save.
Yeah. So if Elda was right next to Kino, it's a wisdom. So
yeah, it's a wisdom.
Watch me totally botch these.
And you just make two.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think 2 as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to make two too, but we can do the
and 20.
Oh, yeah, save. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So see, that's better. Yeah.
Well, there's a part of me that's sad, but also part of me that's happy.
Yeah, you know what's interesting though? You know what's really interesting? When I go to the actual base module, the base module has the save in it.
What are we rolling?
So
What's
happening? Maybe I just fucked it up.
I think I have access to part of the module. What area is it in? Because I think I might have it since I purchased like the legendary bundle on D&D Beyond.
It's in the. That's super weird because when I look at it in D&D Beyond, it actually has the save in it anyway. I'm just using the.
What part of the book is this in?
It's Oriel's Abode, but what I don't want you to do is go through and do the other.
I'm not gonna look at anything else.
It's under. It would be under test of. It would be under test of.
Oop, Henri.
Henri
yeah.
fails. Okay.
I have not. Oh no. Well.
Yeah,
okay. Wait. Okay.
It's in chapter 15.
Wait, can I use a lucky point to try again?
Wait, Chris. Yep. This is getting even weirder.
Yep.
Whatever.
Look at what it says in mine. What?
Oh yeah, see, it's right in there. The DC 15 wisdom saving throw, return to camp, perform it. See, I'm actually using these copied from the DM's Guild thing that has all the other stuff that I use on it. So, but I think that's why, because like when I go into D&D Beyond, it looks just like yours does. So I don't know why it's
Huh.
not on there. Yeah.
It could be that they've released an addendum to things, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you're absolutely
because
right. So
D&D
that
Beyond's
that makes
always
more sense
updated.
anyway. And that
Yeah,
makes
it's
more
just
sense anyway because infinite, like indefinite madness, has the save on it anyway. So that it's just that I didn't click on it to go through it. So
yeah,
that
I
was my
was
fault.
just like, that's one of those things that's like indefinite
Yeah.
madness seems like the kind of thing that you'd roll more than just a survival check on, which is why I was so confused.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder if it's also because let's look at Chardolin. I wonder how does that check work with Chardolin if you have it on your person
Wait,
though?
there was also that thing with the dragon. I can't remember what that dragon was, but I could.
Oh
right.
The Chardolin. And the problem with
The
indefinite, so Chardolin makes you roll the indefinite madness, but then how do you save all the time? You'd have to make a wisdom saving throw what, every hour?
I don't.
I used a lucky point on the check and I ended up getting 21.
This is just
Okay,
a
so
curiosity
you're
thing.
You're fine.
Could you see on the Chardolin Dragon on D&D Beyond what it says for the save for the intimidation thing, or the
Let's
whatever
see.
it's? Because now I'm curious, since that was another one of those things that seemed like it should have had a save, and you said it had a save, but you repeat it every time. When usually with that kind of thing, you make it once and then.
Yeah, I'll check. Hold on, I'll check Chardolin.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to pretend to be brother anymore. Oh my god.
It was extremely obvious. I'm gonna be real here.
I'm so sad.
Take that,
Now-
Bahamut. Not today.
I'm kind of sad they don't have to have like serial killer Elda, but I'm also happy. Also, Amanda, did you remember to add the +2 because you're next to Kino, or did you just like outright fail?
Oh,
you just outright failed,
yeah. Yeah, +2 wouldn't have helped on any of my fails, but I used lucky and saved.
Yeah, because I remember like it had an aura. So yeah, Chris, I remember the dragon had like an aura or something that even if we passed the first time, we had to keep on making it.
The malevolent presence, it says any creature with an intelligence of 4 or more that is within 30 feet of the dragon must succeed on DC 16 saving throw or be charmed for up to 1 minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn, ending the effects of its success. If a creature is saving success at the end of its turn, the creature is immune to the dragon's malevolent presence.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was correct. Yeah, I think I actually just messed that one up though.
Yeah.
I think that was just my fault. Yeah.
Those are usually with like charm effects like that, you're immune to it, which is why I was confused there too.
Yeah, no, that's probably right. That was probably just me. I don't actually remember what source I was using on this, but it was probably just me that messed it up.
Yeah. No, that was more of just a curiosity thing because I remember there.
Yeah, I remember that too. I was like, wow, this is powerful. They got rid of the immunity after the charm.
Yeah, because the Yetis had the same immunity. The Yetis have the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's for like anything with like one of those effects. It's like
no, that was straight up just me actually messing up the monster ability. I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't actually matter.
Make sure. But that's interesting though. I'll definitely make sure that I pull these up on D&D Beyond. I haven't been doing that because D&D Beyond's been flaky, and I have them all in a PDF anyway. But
yeah, I'd imagine that D&D Beyond has like updates for like.
Yeah.
Because they have revisions and reprints and stuff like that when they make mistakes, which. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think that's for. I think that tiny retcon too is probably for the best. I think.
Drunkard Kino.
Grin played it.
Drunkard
well, but
brother
oh my
Kino.
god. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping to have the serial killer Elda thing, but at the same time, that would have gone so convoluted so fast because I'd have to DM Chris all the time with like.
Yeah, this also makes more sense anyway because that means it's way less than a 4% chance anyway. It's actually like less than 1% chance because you have to fail your wisdom saving throw. So.
Yeah. Which is a save that, as a warlock, I'm pretty good at. Plus, I came back with Kino, which meant I would have been with Kino, which improves it even more. Which
That PDF is from the original book, though. That's crazy.
Maybe if it's from like the original book, they might have just like
they may
revised it.
Well, maybe maybe this ran into some other things before, and like people are like, "Hey, that's wrong." So maybe that's why they put the errata on it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's good to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
Put-
see that not, and it'll help us for the upcoming trial.
I'm
Let's see
putting
if-
the melted chunks back in Chester's bottle.
Nope, you're drunk now.
Damn it.
So what were our guesses for that trial again? Aerovation.
I
I'm
think it was
guessing
self-preservation.
Yeah, my guess is self-preservation.
Yeah.
It seemed like
you know what?
seems like it would be a virtue of Orville.
Yeah. We also had innervation, which
Eh.
Starvation.
that doesn't make as much sense. Yeah, starvation. Starvation would make a lot of sense.
Starvation doesn't fit.
No, it wouldn't. It
It's-
doesn't.
the
Starvation.
letters
I'm
don't
starving.
fit.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Good point.
You misspelled the
Innervation
word.
was sort of able,
Grin's
and
looking at
I'm
it.
thinking, like,
Can Orville spell? Is the question.
Oh shit, guys! You see that door marked pirate? You think a pirate lives there? That's it. It's Always Sunny reference.
God, I'm
But I am
I'm
glad
hap-
that Grin got an axe. Woo!
yeah.
Yeah. The
I'm
Berserker
glad-
axe.
I'm glad
Hell yeah.
we had a lot of good things happen. Yeah, I would have gone messy with Elda, just like because there's so many DM messages I would have had to have because I can't just say that out loud. I mean, I can, but
Yeah, it would have been messy with your patron
Also-
too, I can imagine.
I don't think the
Yeah.
patron would have.
I feel
like,
so much better about this now that it's a saving throw anyway. Like, because they specifically wrote this in the module to not have greater restoration, so they wanted you to have the chance of having this.
yeah,
But yeah. But it
I
makes
mean,
a lot more sense now.
Henri's still a drunkard.
Wait, no, I'm not.
No, she saved it.
Oh,
she
yeah,
saved
she
it with
saved.
21.
Everyone saved. Yeah, everyone saved it.
I used the
Which is
lucky
actually
to roll
pretty.
again.
Which is actually pretty lucky considering that not everyone has great wisdom modifiers, but still, it's good.
Yeah,
it is specifically lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get my
That's
proficiency
my
on
forte.
that,
Yep.
so
Yep.
Cool.
huh.
Hell yeah.
Well, it also helps that you have an artificer too. That's like super
Yeah.
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we still have 2 levels of exhaustion. At least I have 2 levels
He
of exhaustion
didn't help
still,
me.
but
I think a lot of
Yeah,
us
I
have
have
two now.
3.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's
2.
and you guys are hitting the average. Like that's the average. Going through this is very punishing, but it has a decent reward, and that's the average. Like getting some levels of exhaustion and going through it. Yeah. Yeah,
And yeah.
that's kind of how it's written. Like that's the kind of intent is to do hard stuff to try to go through it. So
Hopefully it's a good thing we get since. I mean, we have an idea what the reward is, but there might be more attached. And
yeah, I will definitely now that I've seen this firsthand, I'll definitely have to go through and look at the stuff and then just use
Also,
D&D
Chris.
Beyond because that's like such a big difference.
And
Yeah.
this might even make it less insane, but in past versions, you could make a survival check to reduce
If you're talking able, you're
the
cutting out.
effects of cold. Is that still
Can
a
everyone else
thing?
hear
or-
Abel, or is
Yeah,
it just me?
I can hear Abel, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, I can now. Sorry. Go ahead.
Also, Chris, I wanted to
In,
ask.
in past versions, you could make a survival check to make your, con check saves, I guess, easier. Is there a mechanism for that in 5e?
What's the question about con sex survival sex easier?
It used to be able to, I think, make a survival check and the party could use that instead of their save or something like that. There were
Oh
other
yeah.
ones.
Yes, if you have like somebody leading it, like the ranger thing, is what you're talking about.
Yeah. Is that a
Yes.
ranger ability or
Yes,
Okay.
there is a ranger ability that, and then you can also, if you decide to have a group navigator, you can do things like that as well. Yes. Now, what's interesting is that hold on. I'm trying to find out if they changed group check in this or if 5e has always been lowest common denominator. I'm looking at that right now.
Because that might be something that mitigates how nasty the cold is.
Yep.
Also, I looked up specifically because I
Right.
wanted
Something
to
is
double.
the group check is when a number of individuals are trying to accomplish something as a group. The DM might ask for a group ability check. In the situation, the characters who are skilled at a particular task help cover those who aren't. To make the ability check, everyone in the group makes the ability check, and if at least half the group succeeds, the whole group succeeds.
Oh.
So that's the average. So otherwise the group fails. Group checks do not come up very often. Blah 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 blah. However, so in the thing, it's in the isolation one, because it's, I guess, meant for you to go away. I guess that's why
Yeah.
it's slightly different.
That's
But
written
an
a
actual
specific
group
way.
check, yeah, but an actual group check it's not an average, but it's like, if as long as half the people win, the group helps everyone else.
I mean, it specified group check, and so
Is there a way we could make a group survival check to get advantage or a bonus or something to the save?
yeah,
You know?
it sounds like if it's a group check, then it would have been our average, which
Well, it would have been if more people succeeded than not, you win, essentially.
yeah, which
Yeah.
did we not?
I don't think so, right? Like, you get the rolls are still up there.
I'm checking.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing we're doing this, I guess, because we're checking
Yeah.
through a bunch of these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It sounded like
But more people failed on the group
Uh,
check. Yeah, right?
So the
Yeah.
first
I
one.
think most of us made 4 at least.
First one. So Henri made, Grin made, Elda. What was the DC?
The very first
10.
one is 10.
Oh, so
Very
Elda
first one.
made, Orion made, so that's half the group made it for the first one. So
Gotcha. So it would have extended it a day. The second one is +2.
yeah, so Kino wouldn't have disappeared. So Henri, Elda, and Orion. We don't know what Kino
I
would
don't
have
know.
done,
Make sure you're looking at
but-
survival checks
Oh,
because
yeah,
the
that's
next.
perception, right? Yep, thank you.
I'm looking too, because I even thought the first ones were really low
Survival.
though. Because
That
Kino
might-
rolled a 1, right?
I got a nat 1.
Yes,
I don't know
but
how
if
that
you're going
plays
by
into
like
it.
the people getting half the group passing, then
That might count as 2 though for me, right? At least that's what it is with
yeah.
stealth. I think.
So,
Also,
okay,
Chris,
yeah, that second one, yeah, people did pretty bad on.
Chris, I just want to make sure because I looked up. I wanted to double check this
That's
because
bad.
it felt
Okay,
really
right now.
strong. With lay on hands, it says like a toxin, a poison, a disease that all gets cured. But I just want to make sure that exhaustion isn't a disease, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That is correct.
Because I wanted to double check, and I don't remember where I saw it, but I can't find it again. That lay on hands cures exhaustion.
We can find out real quick. Hold on.
I think at higher levels it might.
You know, it's
Yeah,
a good thing
let's
we're
see.
doing all these rule clarifications, I guess.
I just wanted to double check. It felt really strong, and I just want to make sure I'm not screwing it up.
What removes
mean-
exhaustion?
Yeah. What a wild time this has been. We have covered so many emotions.
So greater restoration actually removes exhaustion by 1 level. So I'd be shocked if
Okay.
lay on hands actually did.
Yeah.
But let me just see. Hold on.
We have gone from whatever 5 to 7 was to like whatever, like angry grin to everyone disappearing
Yeah.
to forced
Well, the good
march.
news is after this milestone, you guys will definitely be 9. But again, it's going to be
long rest.
yeah.
Woo.
So
Oh, it's too bad we didn't do that last the
yeah, it's Kino. I have bad news for
isolation.
you. I actually cannot find anywhere that says lay on hands would get rid of exhaustion. But let me see if Jeremy Crawford.
I have no problem ruling it that
Yeah.
way. I just wanted to make sure I'm not because I thought of that last time and I was like I'm trying to figure it out because at first I thought it was like a certain amount of like non-magical like status effects and stuff like that, but I just wanted to make sure.
That's too
So
bad
I
that
don't
we
see it.
didn't do the isolation one last. Then if we would have hit 9 during a long rest, that's sad. SMH.
But yeah, all right. So that's. I just want to. I'll make a note of that going forwards because I was
Well,
like, man,
I
this
mean,
feels wrong.
even if you, but that's the other one too. Like, yes, who knows if it would have worked in Oral's like thing or not either. So
Yeah, that's fair.
um,
Time is weird.
We de-leveled to 0.
We become
Oh, that
commoners.
Everyone gets 1 HP.
I had
Yeah.
to. I had to do that to begin
Jeremy
with a
Crawford has
lot
not
of.
said anything about lay on hands at all when it comes to exhaustion, but like he talks about you can use it on yourself. People ask that all the time, which is dumb, but yeah. So the other thing that he said was
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's no problem. I have
Yeah.
no problem with that ruling. I just wanted to
Well-
make sure that I'm not cheating it at all. Because I know I used it once or
yeah, no,
twice.
that's by the way, that's the same with me, guys. If you think something is wrong, by all means say something. I'd rather just get the rules right than
Yeah.
not have them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be a rules lawyer. Just like during things like that, it just seems strange to me when
Yeah.
it just feels like
totally
things
fine.
should be a certain way. It's like, yeah, there's just
No,
times in D&D where
I'd
yeah.
rather get the game. Yeah, I don't care. Like exactly, I would just rather do the game properly than because it's balanced like that for reasons. So like, there's like, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, it just felt weird doing it on just a survival check. That yeah. Anyways, that was a good session.
I like
like I said,
that.
I'm a little sad that Elda isn't a little bit crazy, but I'm also happy she's
Yeah.
not a little bit crazy. Because on one hand, playing that would have been wild. On the other hand, that would have gotten us into so much trouble.
Well, that's also why you heard what I said then, because I was still under the impression that this was just like a random save and then you're gone kind of thing. So if I had known that it was still DC 15, that wouldn't have been such a big deal. So because that meant that only like one or two of you would have gotten that, and then on top of that you would have had to roll 4% roll. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was funny that we went from, an hour-long discussion about you guys just can't kill people from Grin
I know.
to
Yeah.
oh, look at this axe. I gotta kill everything.
Oh yeah.
It
You
was
know,
like literally like a minute later.
we got rid of it. We got rid of
Next
that.
episode.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's actually why I didn't want. To be honest, that's the other reason why I didn't want that, because it just is a whole other complication now. Like Grin playing it right. Like let's say that Eldo did like start killing
oh,
something.
it would.
went
I
through
mean,
it.
meta
And then
wise,
Grin would be like, okay, what the fuck? They are evil. So yeah.
meta wise, I also probably would have avoided killing like essential NPCs, even though it's meta, just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the
Yeah,
character trait, but I'm not gonna derail things.
Well, right. No. That's not what I mean. I mean, let's say
Yeah.
that Grin saw you kill someone in town or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
and you just killed like an innocent old person on top of that. So
I mean, I could, what I could do as Elda if I really like wanted to make it covert is I could have taken a touch spell and have take over my familiar, do
Right, and
things
have the
through the
familiar
touch
do it.
spell,
yeah,
which
yeah,
it's way harder to trace back to me that way.
yeah, definitely.
Or even just I have like a permanent disguise self. I just have that without a cost. So Elda is probably one of the worst like people to get that. Also one of the, you know what I mean. Like she had the means to play that kind of thing correctly, which is